Boom. Welcome to the Red Cut, man. Man, we got a hell of a show tonight, man. We're going to touch on some high school topics, best players in the area, best coaches, and you know what I'm saying? We got my man Marc was from the DMV Elite, you know what I'm saying? Marc from Capital Hoops, you know what I'm saying? PYBL, James, and motherfucking more than basketball. You know what I'm saying?
More than basketball.
Let's leave it like that. Arize more than basketball. Bryson and Charlie Mish.
Young Global. We got Young Global with us.
Young Global.
Young Global.
Earth emoji.
But from me to y'all, man.
Young West, young worldwide.
This is actually great, though, man, to get y'all guys to sit this panel with us, man, because I went to a game tonight, city title game. Great to see Wilson do what they did, man. Great to see Wilson do what they did, man, and they did their thing. And, you know what I'm saying, y'all rate the youngest. Y'all know, y'all can talk about from the first to the 20th motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Just give us a little input, man. Marc from DMV Elite, man, just how did you even start to get your situation together? It's like just starting to like rate kids and go to all these games, man. Because we ain't had that back in the day.
Right.
Right now, y'all giving a lot of attention to these kids, man, which I think they need. And these kids are becoming to just go on certain circuits and certain situations and do their thing. Y'all deserve some credit, man. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate it.
So what got you started on that?
I mean, my background is journalism, writing, and I grew up playing sports and loving the game. So when I came to this area, I'm not originally from here, but when I came to the area, I just got involved in covering the high school sports and became a part of DMV Elite, which was a company that was already in existence, but they didn't have like a media platform. So I was charged with building that. And eight years later, we've seen a lot of balls, a lot of fun.
One of the best doing it.
Yeah.
Don't be humble on here. I'm gonna brag for you. One of the best doing it.
Yeah. But that's what's up, though, man, because I'm at the city title again today. Myself and Charlie Moe. You know what I'm saying? My dog for life. I'm just looking at, I'm up GW looking like, damn, they getting replays. Yeah. Good ass moves. You getting camera motherfuckers like, boom. I'm like, we ain't had none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's, you guys may have seen that on a whole nother level as far as like just to get that shit done, to get them kids' attention. You know what I'm saying? They deserve, we all deserve that shit. Fuck that they. We all deserve that shit. To bring that shit back to the city. And y'all doing a great job. You know what I'm saying? And Marc, you speak as well on your situation you got going on, just dealing with media with the kids, man.
So I grew up in this area. When I was in high school, I was going to like Newport to watch DeMar Johnson and Delonte Hill. Carroll. I remember
They're my two little youngest.
I remember going to Carroll to watch Ruben Boomstay, where I was the only white dude in the gym. I mean, when I used to go to a lot of big high school games, and I went to Syracuse. After Syracuse, I worked for the Wizards for 4 years, and I felt more connected to high school basketball than pro basketball. And Capital Hoops was actually already in existence at the time, and I took it over from this guy who I became friendly with, I guess. And I've been doing it for, I think, 9 years now. And, it's grown a lot. I mean, like you were saying, when I started off, it was me and Marcus for like 5 years, the two of us. Nobody, maybe a Washington Post dude, but that's it. And now, like every game you go to, there's 15 cameras. And every year or two, there's like 3 new dudes coming in, 3 new dudes going out. But me and Marcus have been like the staple for the last 9 years, the only cameras in the building. And I mean, it's great to see where the game has just come in since he and I have been in the game. It's crazy to see kind of where it's come.
So y'all like Magic and Bird and this shit.
Something like that.
Y'all bringing it back. It was a tape delay before y'all got in there.
Right.
Yeah. We all need a Joe Dumars though,
Yeah. I'll be Broadway Joe.
That's cool. I know my main man JB. I know my man JB. Look, Bill Copperone about to kick some knowledge. He about to ask a rock a little shit. So with no bullshit. What's your input on, like, you know what I'm saying? What you want to know as far as these guys? They're doing a great job, and you've been on that level, coaching JUCO, coaching on the circuit, and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So what would you ask these guys, man, as far as like what they getting out of the situations, making these kids better, getting them in school and all that? Because you've been in situations as a coach on a level with a lot of kids, man, in this area wasn't able to go to big schools. And I know that was hard for you to deal with, being in Montgomery, PG, and them, you know what I'm saying, them schools, man. You know what I'm saying?
Exposure.
Yeah.
That's the whole game is exposure. It's a whole other platform. And sometimes we used to liken it to like being on Gilligan's Island, you know what I'm saying? When you ain't got that exposure, you know, sometimes you can't afford the kids the opportunities like being able to have those type of platforms that you guys provide now. You know, so it's big time. Big time for these kids, you know? Real shit.
And it's like you start to realize once you get into it how many guys are out there. So I can only imagine before how many guys went without getting seen at all.
It's man, the exposure is just incredible. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you say, it's a conduit. Y'all like vessels to help dudes get to where they trying to go.
Man,
They're just using hoops.
These two dudes too humble, man. Number one, he's an integral part of Elite 80, which was an event that brought the top 80 guys. And that first year, you talking about Marc, you talking about Markel Fultz, Melo Trimble, Deion Wiley, the boy that played for the Houston Rockets, Nunu. I mean, he had the top 80 players, future NBA guys, all in the gym at one time. I don't think before that it had ever really happened like that in the DC area. You know what I'm saying? Then Marc, with the whole series he did on Markel Fultz, it was like 6-7 part series.
I mean, it was 3 years, probably 25 episodes.
Man, let me tell you.
Yeah, we did one on Quickly too.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, unbelievable, man, for what it did for that kid to help him build his prestige, you know what I'm saying? The people got to know him as a kid, the whole ride, man. So these two did a lot of big time stuff in the area, man.
That's much respect, though. You know what I'm saying? You gonna talk to my man right here, man.
we skip-
No, we ain't skipping nobody.
Let's go.
This is what we do. I'm a point guard. I'm a combo.
So that was a no look right. That was a no look right
Get
there.
it right, man. Get
That
it
was a
right.
no look right there.
Yeah.
He's a stretch one.
But everything cool because the one thing it's funny that it went down like that because everybody got this is us. This is how we do. Ain't no coming and turn and talk. No, this is how we do. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to elaborate on man, the events you throwing. The one-day joints. We ain't had that shit back in the day. Did you know what one-day joints for us would have been back in the day? We couldn't afford security.
Yeah.
It was too much shit going on. You know what I'm saying? And to put something together like that in your arsenal and to be successful with it and to have other like people like going and doing the same thing. It's like an AAU situation because that's what took over this shit. So what made you start that?
I mean,
One day events, man.
I mean, for me, it was like anybody know me, like I know I've been a student of this. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of dudes was like coming from where we came from was like they was trying to hoop, right? But I was like, to me, growing up, like the coolest niggas wasn't really the hoopers like that. Like for me, like the coolest niggas I knew was in the streets trying to get money, whether it was hustling or throwing parties or whatever. So I looked at the basketball thing as a way to hustle. You know what I'm saying? Like basketball became my hustle. So like I knew growing up, like I wasn't the kid like how he talked about going to see Newport and all that. I wasn't trying to do that. I was looking for the girls. Like what the schools that had the girls. I was trying to go up Wilson.
What you trying to say, man?
I wasn't looking at like no top 100 ranking. Like I'm gonna go see them. I'm trying to go see what the females is. I want to look for what's live. I want to get fly, go to a basketball game, beat some female like parties, all that. So
Yeah, go get that wound.
that's what I was on. So that's what I was at with it. So I wanted to create that environment for like the youngest coming up now, like a safe place where they can meet some pretty girls and it'd be live. Like you have to go get a fit to pull up. You know, you're not just gonna come in off the sweatpants and your sweatshirt or whatever. Like you trying to get right. So, you know, that was the basis behind that for me. Like it was a cultural thing. It wasn't like the performance thing. It wasn't like top 100. Because at the end of the day, in this city, making it to college period for basketball is a win. Like whether it's Duke, Kentucky, all that. See, rather like, oh, you going to college to hoop? Oh, you made it. It's not like, oh, you going to where? Like a lot of these kids be like, oh, I'm Howard off me. I'm like Howard, but to somebody who come from nothing, he was up those, he could tell you, go to Howard. Some of them kids, you made it. You talk of the city. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to provide that type of opportunity, that type of environment.
So what your term is, how do you select the teams?
I mean, like it's based. It's like
Is it just you, or you got a crew, a panel with you?
I mean, I got a
Decide
couple
who
people
does what?
that I fuck with, that I've been coming to the game with. But again, the people that are with me, they look at basketball like a hustle. They're not into it like people that see me, like people that be with me, like on the streets and all that type of stuff. They don't come to basketball games because they're not into it like that. They're not into they look at it like they're not really willing to put up with like the fake conversations and the fake parlay, you know what I'm saying? They're not really with all that. They're more like, where's the money? You know what I'm saying? So I more so am the one in the gym. I know that's what you gotta do to make it. You can't be like, you can't do both. People can't look at you and see the hood or streets or whatever. Like, you're not gonna be able to function. You have to be able to do both. So, you know, that's why it's like, to answer your question, I'm the one that does it. But I know because of that, it's better for me because they know, like, Carol. They don't know Carol went 0-22. They're just like, oh, Carol, when I was in high school, Carol had the bitches. So put them in that shit.
Get the bitches.
That's how they look at it. Oh,
hey,
Wilson.
Man, you can come on the show anytime. you can come on the show anytime.
So that's how they looked at it. So I prefer that perspective because that's what these little kids around certain quarters or 18 from all they like. Well, I'm not trying to go to no DeMatha. What's that? I'm not going. There's not an all boys school. There's no bitches up there. I'm not doing that. Show me where the bitches I'm gonna come. I'm going to Arize function. That's how it was.
Arize got them bitches.
So when you
Arize got them bitches.
I mean, it's fact.
You got them bitches. Man, you pretty much summed up. You got them bitches.
Nah, I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna say when you come to the when you come to one of my functions, you're gonna see a million. They're teenage girls, but they coming to watch their school. They coming to watch. The function, like, you know. So for the young kids, like, coming, they're gonna meet a girl, like, and the girls are gonna come. They're gonna try to get fly because, like, I gotta go get an outfit because it's you know what I'm saying. It's not the type of thing.
They trying to get them bitches.
So what you say to somebody be like, man, what the fuck Arize know about basketball? What you doing throwing a tournament? I mean, I know a lot of old heads probably come at you that way.
Of course, but I mean, I tell them this is basketball, my hustle. So it's like, I don't have to know how to play basketball to be a hustler. That's like saying, did you smoke crack to sell it?
Shout out to Rick Pitino.
Yeah, did you? Like, that's like me asking, did you smoke crack when you sold it? Like all the people that did all that. Not saying I did that. I'm just saying those who did it. Did you have to smoke crack to be able to sell it? You're a hustler. So the same way somebody out here selling, you know what I'm saying, Milky Ways. You know what I'm saying? I'm selling basketball. It's the same thing. It's a hustle.
That you know what? It's funny that you said that, but it's true to what you're saying. But because I try to tell people all the time that basketball, just the basketball and football itself, man, you can name like a rack of motherfuckers. You never put the basketball. My college coach is Drake. Never ever even fucking played basketball. You know what I'm saying?
Been around it all his life. Though.
But been around that shit all his life, and say, you know what? I got this shit down pat.
Yeah.
I done watched enough of this shit to be like, I'm gonna get this job. Yeah. And I'm gonna have y'all motherfuckers
become an expert in that shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no bullshit.
It don't matter how you get there. You can be an expert in some shit. You know,
no bullshit.
Shit.
But you gotta think about like Michael Jordan. He the best player to ever play. But he's a just okay executive. He ain't no executive.
He never on that level.
Yeah, so like you gonna say like Michael Jordan on that metric, Michael Jordan should be the best executive in the world, right? But he been fired by the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? He been fired. So it's a dude that you would never trade Michael Jordan. You would never cut Michael Jordan, but he been fired.
Yeah.
And say that right there.
It's a business shit.
Yeah,
it's different.
Hey, I like that though. I like, you know what? We gonna keep that motherfucker. It's like motherfuckers that sell weed and don't smoke weed. Motherfuckers that own liquor stores don't drink liquor.
Like, ain't nobody gonna go to him and be like, there ain't no gas. There ain't no gas. How you know that's gas? You don't even smoke. You be like, shut up. What are you talking about? Like, it make no sense. The two are unrelated.
Yeah.
But that's the confusion. I'm not trying to get too deep on y'all pack up, but that's the confusion.
No.
But I'm just saying that's the whole confusion, like, of people believing like because you don't come from something that means that you don't want to understand something. It's just almost like if somebody like it's like Good Kid, Mad City, like Kendrick Lamar, like, what you rapping about guns and all? You ain't never bust no guns. Like, you're not making no sense. That's people who talk like that. It's not even worth the conversation.
Hey, yo, you know what? Let me tell you something, man. We can have a show with just you, and you can talk about all that shit. You know what I'm saying? We don't bullshit, but you spit some real shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But we're gonna talk about this PYBL joint, man. What's going on with you in this situation?
Next generation.
But at the same time, it's great to let everybody know what's going on with everybody doing the panel, man. You know what I'm saying? To reach out to you guys, man. Let us know what you're doing.
This is what I'm doing. What I am is I get to them before they get to them. I have a middle school all-star league Each area has one team. I think, you know what I'm saying, you've been in games before. Yeah. We got the top 7th, 8th grade kids from Prince William to Baltimore. So it's a DC team, Baltimore team, PG County team, et cetera, et cetera. Best kids from each county have a tryout. Top 12 kids make the team, and they battle in the winter in the summertime. So what we try to do is get them ready for high school basketball. So we play high school rules with a shot clock. You know what I'm saying? Do those things. Then we have the interviews and things like that, get them prepared for when they get to these guys here. So at this point, we've been doing it 5 years. I've been coaching since 03. I met you like, 08? When you was out. You.
Oh,
you,
yeah.
I met you like 08 when you was out Hoop Magic. I was coaching the game then. And what I saw was the best kids in the area during basketball season in middle school weren't getting no bump. They're playing for the school teams, but the school team's not good. You know what I'm saying? The real ballers, they getting like 40, 50 points a game, literally. Like 40, 50. We started reporting Zub and those guys. There was no competition for them. So during basketball season, there was no competition for these kids who trying to get prepared for high school. So we started the league and it's grown. We got, 50 teams now, boys and girls. Yeah. Our playoffs last summer had 82 coaches in the gym. You were there.
This league is outrageous. I mean,
when
when you talk about like 12, 13-year-old kids, you would be shocked at just like the limelight these kids are playing under is mind-blowing.
I don't do rankings or nothing like that. I don't believe in nothing like that. Yeah, boys and girls. What it basically is you're a shooting guard, he's a shooting guard. Y'all supposed to be best in the area. Go at each other and see who's there. You know what I'm saying? And because we have all the kids, I got relationships with all the coaches now. So I have relationships with pretty much every kid that comes through now, I know before they get to high school. You saw Wilson play today, Dominguez Stevens, Jay Heath, those kids came through our league. I've been with them since 7th grade.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So those kids like that, DeMatha had like 9 of our kids. Gonzaga has 10 of our kids. Wow. St. John's has like 10. Chavez has a couple of ours. We do games over there all the time. Me and Malcolm real cool now, good dude. Everybody know that. You know what I'm saying? So we help them with Mizea. Mizea didn't have a situation that was good for him. Me and Malcolm talked. I said, Malcolm, I think he'd be good for the program. Malcolm did the rest on his own. And he's a starting point guard for them as a freshman.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Beforehand, he didn't have nowhere to go. Really, he was looking at schools. They can play. And those are kids that wasn't a WCAC caliber kid, flew under the radar.
Oh, I'm stopping right there. Wasn't WCAC player caliber kid as far as what, though? But see, because, it's all about opportunity.
Yeah,
How do we know if he's not a caliber WCAC kid?
Well, I know what they're looking for. You know what I'm saying? It's the makeup of what the kid not talent-wise.
It's all about talent.
They want to look.
We're not going to shoot. No. We're not going to sugarcoat this bullshit with it.
All right.
And then that shit all about basketball. When it comes to them high-tech programs, if them motherfuckers can play, they can play. And guess what? They and it's no disrespect, but these my guys. Mike Jones, Steve Turner, love them dudes. Believe me, motherfuckers can play, they're going to take them motherfuckers. So I don't understand that part of it.
No, I agree with you there. But, okay, say Gonzaga, for example. They're not just going to take a kid just because he can play.
Okay, but you talking about that WCAC. You put emphasis on that like these motherfuckers like the greatest.
But, bro, no. I know what type of kid. They're looking for a particular type of kid. As far as background and things like that.
It's deeper than that, though. What he trying to get to?
Let me explain something to you.
Basketball,
don't mean to cut you off. Let me explain something to you.
Right there in the jack.
It's a rack of motherfuckers. You can go back from the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, and now today. All these motherfuckers that came from them motherfuckers, them motherfuckers weren't no good. Them motherfuckers didn't want to play basketball. All that, a good kid, nah. A good kid is the meaning of a good kid. Respectful. I'm respect my elders. I'm a respect my parents. I'm gonna respect the guys that my parents put me around and all that. But guess what? There's no control when they get outside that element. Ain't no telling what these motherfuckers might do. But guess what? It's all that shit about your talent. How good? What you gonna bring to me? So don't say no WCAC kid, meaning you got to have certain fucking like you can get that job. You got to pass the motherfucking weed test. These motherfucking kids going to anywhere they want to go. As far as who the fuck the coaches are, they cool. I love all the coaches, but I can't sit up there and put that shit on some. Like he ain't no WCAC kid. Fuck you mean by that?
I don't talk about the name though, but.
No.
The kid I'm saying, he wasn't on the level of the top kids talent wise. He's not with them talent wise.
That's my point. So you overrate talent wise. So how we know who's on that talent-wise? There's a lot of them
They play against each other in our league.
but they come through systems and become better than certain motherfuckers. Motherfucker told me that Najee couldn't go to certain schools, Najee Marshall, as a ninth grader couldn't go to certain schools because he ain't ready now. So you ain't gonna name me a rack of motherfuckers that's better than Najee Marshall right now and what he's doing in the Big East as a fucking freshman. All that shit's overrated. So I'm fuck that.
So you don't agree there's different talent levels of players?
I'm agreeing with what you're saying, but I think you worked a little wrong.
Okay.
See, what I'm saying is, I don't want these kids, I don't want late bloomers think they ain't good enough to do nothing.
I get you.
So late bloomers looking like, I'm not good right now, so I can't be good, and they go on and do some other shit. They forget about the sport. You know what I'm saying? But Najee was a ninth grader coming out, like, oh man, all he want to do is boom, boom, hands cross, nigga, boom. I'm like, yo, calm your game down, man. Charlie Moses was like, look, this motherfucker gonna be a bad motherfucker. Them schools ain't want him. Get what I'm saying now?
Yeah.
Guess what they said? The same shit you just said. He ain't no WCAC type of kid and his child don't meet that shit.
Can I ask you a question, Joe?
Bullshit.
You know about the whole Donald Sterling situation, right? When he had the little conversation about Magic Johnson. Do you think similar conversations not happening in a lot of these Catholic schools or private school? Like, he's a hood kid. He come from this. He come from that. We don't want them involved.
That's my point exactly. But don't word it and say he's not a WCSA kid. It's a lot of motherfuckers that came. Charlie Moe came from Fort Chaplain,
right,
and played in that conference. Lawrence Moten came from one of the highest motherfucking levels of the world drug neighborhoods, and fucking went to Carroll, and came out that motherfucker and ended up being leading scorer in the fucking Big East. Retired jersey today. So what I'm saying is, stop putting these labels on kids and say they're not them type of, they can't go there. That's bullshit to me.
But what about all the kids that go there?
It don't matter where they go.
I'm saying that go to them WCAC schools. Come out. I respect what you're saying, but there are kids who be out here doing anything.
All the kids do anything.
Right, so there's a lot of kids out here doing anything, and that's a bad look for the school. I'm not defending the school. I'm just saying.
But good coaches also cover up. So our DC public schools so fucking like fucked up where if a motherfucker like Keo go do some dumb shit, and guess what? You know what motherfuckers say? Oh, we expect it because he go to AC Wilson.
Nah, DC schools are so fucked up.
No.
They're changing grades and changing graduation rates.
You don't think these motherfucking WC schools no grades?
I mean, they're not getting caught.
There you go.
So what are these people doing that they getting caught?
That's what I'm saying. It's just the market with our shit's about money.
But at the end of the day, man, when y'all talking about, at the end of the day, talent supersedes all that shit.
Talent supersedes.
So it don't matter.
That's what I'm saying. So
it don't matter where you from. This you can't touch. That's what he said.
John
you can't
Wallman
put
came out of
labels
high school.
because
What you mean?
a
I'm
motherfucker
talking
good.
about talent-wise.
Yeah, but you just talking on talent.
And I'm talking
the title on it. Y'all saying the same thing.
I'm talking talent
We say the same
first.
thing different way.
Different way.
No, we're not. No, we're not. I'm
title
talking.
on the league.
No, we're not.
WCAC.
No, we're not. I'm talking about talent first.
Always.
Talent first meaning these kids that people don't think that they can't play in these motherfucking WC, they can. It's about opportunities.
Yeah.
Fuck, but now I'm talking about talent first because we wouldn't be talking from talent.
It's about the
Talent comes first.
But listen, at the end of the day, too, it's about the fucking evaluators too.
Talent overrides.
If you ain't evaluating,
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
It's on
Everybody
you
got
to
the
mess
same
it up.
fucking eye. You know
It's
what I'm
on the
saying?
kid to mess it up.
That's what I'm saying. Talent is what's up.
Yeah, you can cover
You know what?
You can't cover up everything.
Talent make this conversation what we're talking about as far as like we can't sit up there and have this conversation, argue or debate if it wasn't with these motherfuckers doing it.
Right.
I done went to 4 public school games in 1 week, this week. And I done seen a lot of WCC shit. I'm gonna pick me 5 motherfucking public joints, school kids, and give me your 5 WCC, I'm going public. Give me one game as far as like talent-wise, nah, they can't fuck with them. They just not getting that opportunity, son.
But that's what I'm trying to give them with our league is the opportunity.
No, but you're saying they're not WCC
I'm saying
kids.
a particular kid.
It don't matter.
He
It
wasn't.
don't matter.
But if you go to the Mavs will bring like 3 kids a year.
Fat Rodney went to Mac, and you probably know who Fat Rodney is.
I don't know if Rodney is.
Hey, that's my point. I'm gonna leave it like that.
I mean,
You say with the Mackin?
Yeah.
But Mackin's been gone for like 2
No,
years.
no. I'm going back to saying what everybody know him as.
But you
Okay.
still.
He was a street nigga, but he went to a private school. So we can't say that these kids are not WCC niggas.
All right, let me ask you a
but it's
question.
not about
Wait,
being
wait.
a street nigga or not.
No.
Wait, hold on, James.
That's not
Hold
part
on.
of the equation.
Are you talking about talent? Wow.
I'm talking about talent.
That's what I'm saying. They are.
You said everybody?
It's about an opportunity, man. It's opportunity wise.
There's a few. I agree. There's a few. You can't get
it's
all of them in
opportunity.
the private school.
Nah.
You ain't got
I'm not saying that.
We ain't gonna take the whole motherfucking neighborhood.
There's always going to be some public school kids.
We can't do that.
There's always going to be some public school kids.
What I'm saying, right? That's what I'm saying.
I agree with that. I'm not saying there isn't.
Right. So you take
got
Wilson,
12 jerseys.
take Wilson team and put them in
Your
WCC.
best team.
They won the best teams in
They
WCC.
top 5 in that.
Yeah,
league.
But it's a public school.
Right,
They
but
top
look at
5
Wilson
in
compared to
that
the other
league.
schools in the league. Cause like
They top 5 in that. league.
Right, but look,
Easy.
You talked about Keon
Top
Boyd,
five.
right? Hold on, we talk about Keon Boyd real quickly. You talked about Keon Boyd, right? You compared him to Lawrence Moten, right? You
Why-
compare,
why would you do
Wait,
that?
no, I'm talking about being from the hood. No, you said being from the hood and going to Carroll.
Neighborhood-wise.
Right. You said you come from, but I can't speak to what they was on. But Charlie Moe, was you in the way like that?
What you mean?
Like you was out here. You was a basketball player. You wasn't trying to be out. You was trying to play basketball.
Nah, that's
right?
what we did.
Right,
'Cause we
Keon
had
Boyd.
good people
I know
around
Keon
us.
Boyd. He was not trying to be a basketball player. He was a street nigga who just happened to be
Yeah,
good
I'm
at
not taking
basketball.
him on my
So you
team,
can't.
okay.
So you can't.
Give
exactly, you can't say
me
that.
your label as a street nigga.
I'm not gonna put his business out there because
No.
But it's public record for anybody who want to look it up. It's public
We're not
record.
talking about him now.
Okay.
I said, give me your
My definition.
definition of a street. We ain't talking about nobody. We talking about the definition.
A lot of
of
these
street
kids, a lot of these kids at these schools, Anna, Baloo, all them, they come to school. Hold on, they come to school. They putting guns in the bags. They tell the manager to walk around the metal detector because there's niggas in the crowd who trying to get at them after the game. It's not the same thing. They don't even have the same type of. They're not even on the same type of terms.
I'm
Like
asking you
a
one
private
time.
school
Give
kid
me
and all
your
that.
definition of street nigga.
For a basketball player.
No. I didn't say nothing about basketball.
Okay.
I said, give me your definition
A street
of a
nigga-
street
A
nigga.
street nigga is somebody who comes from a certain environment, who allow the environment to dictate how they move out here. So they get caught up in those type of things that we hear about, whether it's drug activity, the distribution of narcotics, weapons, beef, hood beef, whatever type of streets, or even the petty credit card scamming or breaking and entering or robbing, the things that they allow their environment to get the best of them and get involved in the type of things. You can be a person that come from that community and be a good person and a good active member of that community, or you can be somebody that's terrorizing that community and surrounding communities. That's a street nigga to me.
You defined that very well, but guess what? I'm agreeing with you 1,000,000%.
Right.
From a positive perspective.
Right. So I'm saying a kid like Keon.
You keep bringing
No, I'm
you're not
talking
talking about him.
He's the most glorified one. There's a million of them who never made it. He's the most glorified one.
In your eyes,
That got on the radar. I'm talking about
Right.
in this generation. He the most notable one in this generation.
How
The
you-
last 5 years.
How you know that?
Because I've been in the basketball business for 11
But how you
years.
know that? How you know it in the motherfucking
The most
in-
glorified
how you know
celebrated
it?
one?
How you know it in the motherfucking South Beach just chilling? That just chilling, boom, boom, can be way better than him and never scratch the surface,
No, I'm
surface
not
of a
talking
house.
about those who played high school basketball and made an impact and got their name out there.
I get
I'm just
that.
speaking. I'm just saying you brought him up, so I'm gonna address that because
No,
that's my
I
man. So-
brought him up because he's a bad motherfucker.
Okay, right, but I'm saying at a Catholic school, he would tear that joint up. That's my man. He would tear a Catholic school up. Point. That's my man, 100 grand. He would
So,
tear a Catholic school up.
How does that? I mean, what I'm saying is like, how can we leave niggas like that out? I'm sorry to keep using that word, but I'm saying is how can we keep overrating this WCAC shit and look over kids like that?
I'm
So
going to his point. His point was everybody's not based on that. We just have different definitions of not based on that. He's saying talent wise. I'm saying your mental. Because still there's some young there's some young kids that's focused on that basketball thing. Like they not trying to go to no parties. They're not trying to really do nothing. Like they're not trying to smoke no weed. They trying to just be good kids in the house, play 2K, go work out, play basketball. They be like, no disrespect, but like dweebs kind of. A lot of these kids coming up, like in the city, they not trying to. It's not that type of thing. They trying to be out here, man. They trying to rap. They trying to fuck bitches. They trying to do all that. They not trying. So if you in that environment, WCAC environment, they bound to crash out. Because it's too much structure. It's too much
all
that.
So you think ain't no WCAC kids?
I'm talking about who you brought up.
You
brought him up.
I ain't bring him.
Like
no,
the Najee Marshall, you brought him up too, and that's my man too. But
Najee,
he might not have been good at a
Najee all scratching surfaces in public school guy.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying
He might have
is,
crashed out at a private school though.
why? Because it's things you're talking about.
He not. I don't know him like that.
No, I'm saying because the things you're saying.
But I'm saying because of his environment is probably more conducive to. Like a lot of dudes get motivated to want to be good at basketball for different reasons. So he might have just said, "I want to be good at basketball because I'm not going to school no other way." Some dudes at WCAC schools be like, "I know my man Coleman Ayers. He run By Any Means Media. He played at St. John's. He realized I'm not about to do this, so I'm gonna pivot, adjust my hustle." And he started doing video stuff too. So it's a lot of different people that are motivated from different things. Like WCAC don't get he'll get no disrespect. I love you, Coleman, but he'll get exposed out here by a lot of dudes. But WCAC, so I'm saying.
But we're kind of saying the same thing. I'm just saying. I just like when people say.
I'm just letting you know what he said.
No.
To do like Isaiah would be better if somebody like Malcolm, because Malcolm is my man. I know Malcolm. He will rule the iron fist. He's not gonna say I know fake shit and then recruit over top of you and be like the right on the wall type fake shit.
I'm cool with you saying. I'm telling you that shit overrated. We can't keep sitting in the motherfucker and keep saying I'm gonna send my kid to this private school because you can make more exposure. I was so happy that night. I ain't got tonight. Wilson beat St. John's. I'm clapping for the motherfucking DC motherfucking public schools because we don't get that shit, son. Even on the circuit, it's like if you go to a certain school or when coaches only go see you play on the circuit. That I ain't with that shit. Come see me play at my motherfucking high school. Yeah. If I go to Wilson, Easton, Coolidge, Dunbar, come see me play in one of them gyms. Don't wait till I get to motherfucking Vegas. Now you come and see me. Motherfucker, come and see me play, motherfucker.
Say this though, for a lot of dudes that don't be really hitting the streets like that, that's the cheat sheet. Mm-hmm. The circuit is the fucking cheat sheet. So
no question.
So if you a lazy motherfucker or the way you move is kind of like that, that's a great cheat code. Just go to the motherfucker on the circuit.
That's why I'm getting fired right now.
I know that's a cheat code, but I'm just saying, a lot of motherfuckers do use that. But, you know, the real dudes gonna come to the high school games and, you know, gonna really be,
Define real dudes for me, please, sir. Define real dudes for me. We don't have a definition.
Well, for me, I'm like Rain Man, so I liken it to like a person that's real OCD with the shit that's like in it to win it and like into development, into having a keen eye on talent. And wholeheartedly when they recruiting somebody, they're gonna you know get a chance to build that type of personal rapport with a kid, be it on the circuit, doing a year and the whole nine, old school like how we got recruited. So I look at myself like that. So when I say real dudes, I'm talking about the dudes that, and I'm talking about in every bucket. We talking about development. We talking about in it for the right reason. We talk, you know what I'm talking about? Keen eye, speak the right shit. You know what I'm saying? Teaching the right things. You know what I'm saying? Again, I always talk about development. There's a lot of motherfuckers in it for the development. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I look at it.
6 times.
So that's the shit we about, though. At the end of the day, though, you know how we.
60%.
Smith. I'm just saying, but you know what we about.
I get it.
And
I'm just saying,
kind of how we work.
When you say real dudes, like I can't even name 5 real dudes in this basketball shit. I can't name them. Maybe I can name
Assistant coaches?
I'm talking about assistant coaches. I'm talking about. Period. Like you line them up. Everybody in the basketball business. I can't name 5.
Basketball business meaning what?
Meaning like, are you invested in the kid's life? Are you ready to say?
I can name 5.
I can name 5.
I can name 5.
I can't name 5. I named the dudes that gets too hard. They recruit over top.
How many can you name?
I can
5
name more
maybe.
than 5.
Most.
Oh, how many can you name in name?
You talking about just high school? What you talking about? Just
high school age.
I can name 5 right now.
college too?
I can name
What you mean,
5 right
like
now.
college
and
coaches?
name
Name
5.
them.
Nah, I don't know college coaches like that.
Bird.
Love Bird. That's my motherfucker.
Chuck.
Man. Chuck doing a great job.
Malcolm.
Great job.
Rob
Malcolm.
Nickens.
Great job.
Love his kids, man.
You gonna name
Mike
some private school
Pybl.
dudes?
Mike Pybl.
You gonna name some private school dudes?
E. Singletary.
Mike Jones
Pybl.
for sure. Steve Turner.
Mike Jones.
And these dudes developing, man. They
Hey,
Pybl
Reason,
that,
the
baby.
one thing
Nah,
I just
I ain't found
No,
For Christmas.
you bullshit. You bullshit. You bullshit.
You just put on a
I'm
pallet.
not saying that. I'm just saying.
those real dudes, them real motherfuckers.
I mean, we you and I.
But that's the shit we talking about.
But we look at
shit like this.
real different.
But check it out.
He holding shit in.
No.
No.
We talking
talking about how
let me say this. Let me say this one time, and then we go. We have none of this shit when we was playing.
Right.
All the media attention. We ain't have members of the.
Donald Huff.
We in the 80s.
Donald
Late
Huff, Washington
Joe,
Post.
but at the same time, all our shit was nationally seen. I think that right now, these motherfuckers getting so motherfuckers pub. Oh man, my kid, he rated 10th in the motherfucking boom. It's cool. Don't get me wrong.
7th grade.
It's great. No. It's great. It's a great thing. I think that the kids get so locked into that shit, well, they don't think they gotta get better. I'm cool right now. I'm good. My name on the internet. I'm good. We had to constantly every day.
It makes the kids behind them work harder though.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you got that.
Exactly.
You got that.
It makes them work super hard.
Yeah.
I'm saying in general, for our back in the day, we ain't had none of that shit. I'm not a hater as far as what's going right now, because I wish we had it. And that's why I take my hat off to you guys going to them games and rating these kids. I love that shit. Don't get me, I love that shit. I'm saying in general.
Hey, but back then, our summer league games were packed with coaches.
Yeah.
From everywhere.
And yeah, I mean, I get all that. Only thing I'm saying is, at the same time, man, I just think it had to be something for these kids to understand that shit, Joe. Stop that local rating shit, nigga. What you gonna do on that road?
Yeah, national.
But I'm saying, like, I want to go back to this real dude conversation because, I'm just being real. Like,
I said real dude, and this is in conjunction with coaching.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know
Regards to
personally.
coaches,
I've never been
right.
to none of y'all homes. I never, so I can't speak on personal. I'm talking about business. Me and him talk. It's my man. We're not gonna name no names, but when you try to build your shit up, you don't feel like some of these dudes was knocking what you're trying to do. Even though you're trying to help kids, you don't feel like.
I mean, you talking about coaches or just dudes in the game? In general?
Dudes in the game, coaches, the dudes.
There's other dudes in the game that try to knock what you do.
So I'm saying like we all for the kids, right?
Yeah.
My man
Everybody not all
got
for the
something
kids.
good.
We all know that.
Okay,
I agree with that.
So I'm saying like my point in saying is that like you can't really say good dudes because everybody's a good dude until they're given a chance to be a bad dude. They're given an opportunity to be a bad dude. So they don't do what's best for their program. So their program means this kid got to go. I don't care what the situation is. He's not affecting me winning. He's not affecting what I'm trying to do. I'm going to do what's best for my program. So at what point is the line drawn of good dude versus your businessman handling your BI?
So guess what? It's
Good dude or real dude?
No.
Real dude, whatever y'all said.
Great fucking point. Because guess what? Ask yourself that question. Ask everybody this question. It's like, what are you in it for? Development, or just to get a name, or what? So not directing the question to.
I want them to answer that.
Yeah, so what are we in it for?
Get entitled with a
So
lottery pick.
I love to get Mike White. Shout out to Mike
cocktails.
White, my motherfucking man. You know what I'm saying? Keith Williams, they're my guys. What I'm saying is, what are you guys' purpose of getting out of what you're doing?
I mean, giving exposure to the kids. I mean, that's
Boom.
that's the number one thing. I mean, I love the game of basketball, and I found, I guess, a career that I feel like I help people, and I feel like I make a difference, and I fucking enjoy what I do. And at the end of the day, all those three things come together, and it's like the stars align.
I mean, the same thing. I'm just trying to help kids. I'm also me, this person, trying to help kids out. Like, for example, I went to a game day high school game in Anne Arundel County. Kid used to play in our league. Mom is in Atlanta. Father got locked up. He's living with a coach right now, so I kind of took over helping him out doing things. So I'm at a game in Anne Arundel County when this game's in my neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? That I could have went to with Largo. I lived down the street from Largo High School, and I could have went to those games, but I'm in Old Mill in Anne Arundel County trying to be with these kids. I'm just about helping these kids, man. With our league, I don't make money doing our league. You know what I'm saying? I live in an apartment down the street. I'm not getting rich off of shit. What I do is try to help these kids get to the next level, exposure-wise, get them seen, so these guys know who they are. Because a lot of it, like you say, they don't know who they are. People don't go to games like they used to. They go to games and say, oh, this kid is such and such can play. Oh, let me go check him out. But how do you know who that kid is if they haven't got the exposure yet?
But what's wrong with making money, though, from your hustle?
Nothing's wrong with making money. Nothing's wrong with it at
I
all.
would never feel ashamed of
No, I'm not saying you should be.
Oh shit!
It's not like he's saying he has
nothing.
to
I'm not saying
make
I'm
money
getting-
and he's turning it
Yeah, I'm not
down.
saying no.
Ain't
But
nothing
it's not-
wrong with
that's
making
what
no
that's
motherfucking
about, though. I know niggas, and you do too. You know dudes that have events just be hitting heads for no reason.
Of course, but I'm just saying, what's the point? What's the problem with that being first though? Like, I mean, I'm gonna keep it real.
If you're not fucking over kids, it's good.
Right, as I'm saying, like my thing is like I'm a hustler. I didn't come into business to be out here. Like it's like Jay-Z said. It's like,
tell me, so you think that we lunching off you making money?
No, I'm not saying.
I wish you make some money.
Right, I'm just saying, like, dudes, everybody
Yeah,
go to the go-to of, like,
yeah.
I'm doing it for the kids. Like,
Right.
my nigga, you know this to get money first. If kids can get help in the process, but you're here to make money first. Like, we're not even
What I don't like is
I fuck with you. I'm not saying, I'm not.
Yeah, I know you. We good.
I'm just.
What I don't like
make
is
some money.
if you're making money is about you fucking over the kids, and that's when I got an issue with you.
When you making money, it's fucking over the kids.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, you fucking over the kids just to get a buck. That's when I got a problem with you. But if you're doing things the right way, you getting your bread.
Not making money, you fucking over the kids. You fucked up.
Yeah, either way, you fucking over the kids. Right? It's dudes that's doing that right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know
what I'm saying? Dudes, you know.
But them type of dudes that
they don't last though.
Them type of dudes that from personal relationships, somebody will sit up here and call them a real dude. So where do you draw the line? That's what I'm saying. I'm not talking about nothing. I'm just saying.
We don't do it.
Nah, I'm just saying. No, this is what I'm saying.
No, you just said.
I'm not saying.
Reason you just said. You just sit there and said it's some dudes that sit up here and call niggas real dudes. So I must have said a name with 2 or 3 or 4 that you don't think a real dude. So what I'm saying is, who the fuck you talking about?
What I'm saying is this.
No.
No, I'm gonna tell
Who
you.
you talking about? No, we ain't doing that.
No, I'm just saying.
No, who we talking about?
I'm saying, I'm just giving you an example.
Like, who's the example?
I'm gonna give you an example.
It has to be name me example.
I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna name a name. Cause this, and I'm gonna say this only because I did the documentary. I did a documentary on DC Assault, right? Curtis was my man. Like, I fuck with him. Like, we did business together, broke bread. I been to his home, so I can consider him my man. Like, when I don't know if people know my history, but when the shit happened with Who Magic and basically Keith Stevens and them got up in there, and I kind of got up out of there, he was the first one to call me, like, welcome to the basketball business. You can be friendly with niggas, but these niggas aren't your friends. I consider that real dude, but at the same time, when he was given an opportunity, what happened? He shitted on me with something that had nothing to do with me. So I'm not saying he's not a real dude, but define real dude. No, I said Curtis. I'm saying shit that had nothing to do with me. I'm saying I'm a casualty of his own inner turmoil with his men. But because I'm the one doing the documentary, I'm just the hustler. I'm saying everybody is cool until given the opportunity to not be cool. That's what I say. That's just the game. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I know. I'm getting that part.
That's part of it.
So basically, you're saying when I say call a name, so you're saying Curtis shitted on you.
I'm saying he went publicly and shitted on me. Period. That's what happened.
I mean,
I'm not saying that's good or bad. I'm just saying that's part of the game.
Shitted on you.
I don't even be on Facebook. I woke up and niggas calling my phone like, "Oh, you got a problem with Curtis? He's on." I don't know if it's his daughter, whoever, Nolan, going on Twitter. It's public stuff. That's why I'm speaking on it, because it's public stuff. But for what? I don't have any personal issues. I broke bread with him. I ran a tournament at Hoop Magic. You know that. Everybody know that. I made real money with him. That's my man.
Y'all was doing tournaments. It was DC Assault and you.
All before all that big shots, geeky shit niggas was doing that, I was doing that.
Speak your mind.
I'm saying, so that's my man. So because of that, I don't get the benefit of the doubt of, like, I fuck with Arize. I done made money with Arize. It's the first second. It's not exactly what I want, how I want it. It's fuck you. Why?
So what you're saying is,
oh my god,
this nigga went 30 minutes, and then I'm saying, oh my god, I'm asking you a question.
I was going to get Dr. Phil on speed.
No, I ain't saying that.
So what I was going to say was, so how did that really make you feel?
Nah, I'm good. I'm good. It don't affect me. I'm just saying.
You gotta let it out, though.
I'm saying, because if I turn around and ask everybody here, is he a real dude? Y'all gonna all say yes. Is he a real dude? Yeah. Is he a real dude? Is he a real dude? Is he a real dude? Let's keep it 100. Is that from the documentary? Nah, I'm just asking.
Hold up now. Now,
you talking on me? I'm throwing it back at y'all.
No, you ain't throwing shit at me, because I'm gonna tell you this. I'm cool with everything you saying, and it's about speaking your piece. But at the same time, then I'm going to tell you when you jumped over the whole conversation and said, I'm going to ask all y'all is a real good dude. So guess what? You say, yeah, I'm going to say, yeah. The bottom line is, a great dude to me, but guess what? I'm going to have 100 motherfuckers ask me, are you a real good dude?
Right.
Everybody going to say, yeah.
Of course.
So that's my point of saying, you're not really, it's like you aiming.
I'm not aiming nothing.
No.
Speaking facts.
No, you speaking facts, but you aiming to a topic and to somebody that you got a problem with. What I'm trying to tell you is, when
I don't have no problem with nobody.
See,
No, don't say I have a problem with
let me know when you
I don't
finish and
have
then
no
I'm roll. Go ahead.
I'm not
Say everything you gotta say.
Because when you're speaking, people gonna take it as law because you're respected. It's not law what you're saying right now. I don't have no problem with nobody.
No, but what I'm saying is, let me know when you finish and let me roll.
Go ahead.
You finish?
Go ahead.
So guess what? It's like you're saying. I'm cool. I'm not protecting him. We grown. I don't protect no grown ass man. Motherfucker, take on your own shit. It don't matter to me. We all got friends that we protect as far as like verbally outside conversations that we don't even know about. You know what I'm saying? I would never sit up here and say, I don't know nothing about nobody. But guess what? I can hang out with my crew. I can't, a motherfucker say, man, Rick a fucked up dude. All right, what am I gonna say? I ain't gonna sit up and be like, you wrong, or I judge motherfuckers how they cool with me. So I'm cool with that. I'm cool with everything you say. Don't get me wrong on that. All I'm saying is, when I even subjected the show to everybody, boom, boom, I got a lot of calls. Oh, you gonna have that motherfucker on your show? So what I'm saying is,
so you gonna say the name? You talking about names?
No.
You asking me names though?
I'm talking Facebook page. I ain't no. You said names meaning the people you deal with. I don't deal with a lot of people. I deal with myself. Okay. I'm talking about motherfuckers on the page just commenting this dumb shit. Like what the? I don't even know motherfucker's name. Make me whoever. It don't matter to me. I'm not the Facebook type of motherfucker. Facebook to me is for the show. So what I'm saying is that was some shit that you had to say a name. I respect that to the full. Don't get me wrong, because a lot of people won't even say what you just did. So don't get me wrong on that. I respect you for that to the fullest, because you ain't hiding how do you feel about none of that shit. You feel what I'm saying? What I'm saying is my page is consistent of motherfuckers. I don't even fucking know these people. To be all, I don't know. I don't even do that shit. What I'm saying is that's why my point is to you. That was some huge shit coming from you to say a name, a powerful name on how you feel.
Because he's my man.
And guess what? Because you on some other shit. You trying to get boom, boom, and that's how you get respected, because you ain't hiding dumb shit. A lot of people hide dumb shit and talk about you, then rich the next day. Oh man, don't let that kid go with such and such, because man, he ain't gonna do it. Then you see this motherfuckers up Giants for the next day together, and the same motherfucker you talking about.
My point then.
You know no, I just said that.
That's what I'm saying.
No,
I got so shocked when I said I can't only name 5.
I didn't get shot. See,
all y'all said you was naming it. All y'all disagreed.
No. Did I say I was ever shot? I said I respect what you said. This is what I'm saying. I respect, because everybody ain't gonna sugarcoat that shit. You sugarcoat that shit. I mean, everybody's gonna sugar. You didn't.
Yeah, I'm not.
You said that name and left it like that. That's the type of shit I'm on. I ain't on that. Figure that shit out. You ain't lead a motherfucker and say figure that shit out. What I'm saying. Nah. You get what I'm saying? And I respect that. What only thing I'm saying is, don't be on the letting that shit pass you.
Oh nah.
I'm not
even tripping off. I'm just saying we having a conversation. I see how y'all roll. Keith told me all of my OGs I respect. Like people get this little confusion. They
say
think,
what
like,
you say.
They think that like I have an issue with different people. Like people don't even realize behind the scenes, I look at Keith Stevens like a father figure. Like, and my real father, I might not agree with everything he says. And sometimes, I mean, I'm not literally saying it, but sometimes it's like, nigga, shut up. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but at the end of the day, it's my man. Like Keith, I don't talk to him about, before I did the documentary, I called him. Bro, what you think? He told me don't do it. But he said, you know what he said? Bro, I know you. You're going to do it anyways. You fucking right. Because I didn't come here to be friends with them. I didn't grow up with none of them. And them same people, I've watched them in similar situations be opportunists and take this kid and strong arm this coach and do all the same thing to get to where they at, and everybody glorifying them.
Strong arm what coach?
So anyway,
no,
my point is saying is that I didn't see them do all these different things.
Don't run from the real.
What you mean?
Strong arm what coach?
People in the game. I didn't see them.
What game?
So
see,
let me finish my one.
Let's talk about it. Look, so look, we got Tom Brokaw. It's Barbara Walters special.
I'm trying to get you to be what you are describing yourself to be.
I am being that.
So talk about it.
No, but at the same time, I feel like you wearing. It's not an interrogation. I'm not naming names on some persecution. I'm just saying it's the point. We having a conversation. No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying we having a conversation, and y'all saying that I don't agree with. So I'm gonna speak up against that. What y'all saying? No, I'm telling you what I disagree with. We're saying things I disagree with.
Tell me what you disagree with.
You talking about real dudes in the game. You naming all these dudes. I don't agree with all them dudes. And I might have my own reasons.
Who you disagree with? Name me some dudes you disagree with.
No, you have to name some dudes that you think are real dudes, and I'll tell you yes or no.
Curtis Malone.
And he's
when I say a name, disagree or agree. Curtis Malone.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
I think he's a real dude.
No.
I think he's a real dude, but I think he does fake shit. He does fake shit.
No.
You can be a real dude and do fake shit.
No, but
there's nothing wrong with that.
Agree or disagree? Curtis Malone.
I agree.
Boom. So fuck the fake shit.
What you mean?
Keith Stevens.
That's not fair. That's not fair.
Why is it?
What you mean? You have men that you grew up with that you see.
No, but you saying
hold
you disagree.
You have men you grew up with. You see
saying
backdoor
you
other
agree, but you
niggas,
don't
right?
agree.
But they ain't do it to you, right? So is he a fake nigga? He didn't backdoor you, but he backdoor somebody else, right? Does that make him fake?
That might be a fuck ass nigga though.
I'm just saying, but it's your man. You seen your man backdoor or do some wild shit to somebody else.
That's a fuck ass nigga. Then he can't be.
I disagree.
A real nigga can't be a fuck ass nigga.
I disagree.
I don't. See, y'all.
Me personally,
Y'all personally way off my shit, right?
Me personally, this subject is
I
crazy.
got
The subject is crazy, but to me,
No, you telling me I can't say they do fake shit. I can't say they do fake shit.
Did I say you can't say anything?
No, you said don't leave all that fake stuff out of it. I can say I think you're a real dude, but you do fake shit. And as my man, I'm gonna tell you did fake shit. Period.
You would say that about anybody. So you saying he?
That's why I just said I can't name 5 dudes. Y'all saying that's not true.
But guess what? We can do. We do fake shit. I tell them bitches anything. I'm on my way.
So that's
OMW.
Keith Williams.
Keith
Williams.
Yeah, it's a real dude. That's my the environment we in. It is not predicated on being real. That's not a real thing, bro. This is basketball business.
I'm asking.
I'm telling you,
a real dude.
To me, yeah. But somebody might say otherwise.
You actually telling me something, but you're not. What you're saying is,
I don't think so.
I'm getting your perception of the guys I'm talking about. What I'm saying is,
No, what I'm saying, y'all definition of real is not real.
no.
It's not actually defined
What's
real
your
for me.
what's your definition of real?
The definition of real?
You do it.
To me, real doesn't exist.
Oh, that's what you
Culture.
do.
We've kind of morphed into a whole.
No, I'm talking about the basketball business.
Go ahead.
Talking about the basketball profession.
Who the fuck is real in this shit?
Who is real?
Yeah,
Who
who real?
I mean,
You can't name me one motherfucker that you can fucking tell me that ain't real in this shit.
Charlie Moe's real. I fuck with Charlie
Man,
Moe. That's what I'm
okay,
saying.
real as far as what?
You heard that, nigga.
No, what I'm saying. What I'm saying.
I can explain why.
At that level, you make decisions.
No, I'm saying Charlie Moe was the head coach at Cardozo.
No, we're not talking about that. We talking about at that level to make decisions.
Yeah, he was the head coach.
No, we not talking about.
What are you talking about? We're talking about 2 different things then. I'm talking about people in position to do stuff, right, that can push buttons. But this is my man. I walk in here today. What is he asking me? He asking me about. I'm not gonna name no names about niggas in the street locked up. How's him? He don't coach them, but he's invested in their lives. I respect that.
Yeah.
There's other dudes. They're not thinking about that. You think?
So you mean to tell me?
I just gave you a
So you mean to tell me the dudes you just named ain't invested in nobody like that been locked up and all that shit?
Who did I name?
You said Malone wasn't.
I say he was real. That's what I'm saying. That's why I say you keep misspeaking.
Okay.
And people taking it as law. I said he's real, but has done fake shit. Keith is my man. Has done fake shit.
Have you
That's
done
my
fake
man.
shit?
To somebody.
Right, there you go. Hey, that's my
Have
man
you
right
done
there.
fake shit?
I probably say yeah.
Right. So
Okay, so then are you a real nigga?
That's
Or you a fake ass nigga?
I'm a real nigga. I'm about to tell you. I'm a real nigga who's done fake shit.
That was the
I'm a
best
hundred with it though.
interject you ever had.
But I'm a
God damn, I can't take it no more. Damn. I can't even fucking sit still for another fucking second.
But what's wrong with that though?
Dog.
We in business. I didn't grow up with nobody, so I'm
Listen,
saying
man,
I don't owe nobody
I'm
nothing.
here as Johnny Cochran. I represent Hitler. I represent. This is my client.
Nah.
Hey, look, the prosecutor attorney. I'm taking dogs off you right now. Dog.
Ain't no dog.
Don't put the dogs back.
What we're gonna do, man, we can get Tony back and
but
elaborate on.
Nah, but you can't do that though.
No, let's talk.
Because that's what I'm saying.
Okay,
You say something, you make his narrative, and then y'all get all
No,
hyped on it, and then change the
Let
subject.
me tell you one thing about me.
Rizze
Let me tell you one thing about me.
I'm good. I'm just
That's
saying.
my dude.
I'm just
This is
saying.
my
like,
dude right
Let me
here.
say,
How we meet, dog?
you can say, you can say what the fuck you want to say.
No, I know that. I'm just
One
saying.
thing about me, I don't give a fuck about about none of that shit.
Okay, I'm just telling
I'm
you.
on this motherfucker asking questions. That's the
My
bottom line.
point
Don't
is-
take my shit the wrong way.
No, I know. My
So
point
don't,
is,
no. This ain't about no me and you
Nah.
debating. I don't do that.
Nah.
So don't come on this
I
motherfucker
know.
like, yeah.
No, I'm just saying.
Don't do
people
nothing.
watching
Yeah, that's
who
cool.
don't have no sense.
It's
who
cool.
take what you say because you respect it. That's law.
No.
So if you say something
who
misstep,
watching, who
nah,
not
that
watching,
matters. That's why you got the
the
cameras
bottom line.
rolling.
It's
It
all
matters.
good.
So my
You right
point-
there. You right there.
Right. My point is
You
saying
right
that
there.
is that in this business is predicated on money.
What's
first.
the business?
The basketball business predicated on
Yeah.
money first because everybody got to pay their bills. So helping kids, you can't take it to the bank like, yo, here go helping kids.
Who
Put that in
mad
my
at you for
account.
getting money?
What?
Who mad at you for getting
Let me
money?
finish, bro. So I'm saying
No,
that.
you saying that you finished.
No, I'm saying,
But
hear me
because
out.
now, I'm gonna come to you first. I'm gonna cut you off before you start talking that dumb shit.
But I don't talk dumb shit.
You
Everything I
know
say, I
because
what
you
I'm
saw
talking
woo
about.
woo. No.
No, I'm telling you, but you're not letting me
I
finish.
want you to make money.
No, that's not what I didn't say you're against it.
That's the bottom line.
I'm saying in the
Yeah.
business, everybody's go-to is I'm doing it for kids. Right? But nigga, get a nonprofit and do it for free. You're not doing that. You trying to get paid. You know what I mean? Hold on. You know how many dudes that ask me pay for hotel rooms? Get me pay
Name
for
some
pay
names,
for
man.
sneakers
You
for
keep
my
saying
kids.
how many dudes.
All that.
See, that's what I don't
Wait,
fuck
you
with.
gotta let me finish. So I'm
I don't
saying
fuck with all
my
that.
point is in the
Name some names.
in the business.
Name some names.
Hold on. In the business we
You
in.
said whole name some names.
I already named the name. You got
Johnny
it.
Cochran.
I already
Name some
named the
more
name.
names.
So
Johnny Cochran.
you tell
Name some more. I ain't got time.
Hey, look, Johnny, let me get Johnny Cochran off you.
Hear me out. So my point is,
He said Andy Miller.
he gonna use some Christian Dawkins shit. So my point is, in the
That's
business
the
we're
girl.
in,
What's the other motherfucker,
in the
yo?
business, hear me out.
F.B.
In
Bell.
the
F.B.
business we're
Bell.
in, it's not predicated on being real. Being real keeps you broke. All the real niggas you know and all that, that keeps you broke. We're in it to get money. So sometimes people get backdoor. Sometimes people get strong though. That's any business.
But the way you
hold
make it-
on. You think Donald Trump and them don't backdoor and they don't do it? You think Obama didn't strong arm niggas? That's the game. This is competition. This is how it works.
Yeah, but
so don't let's not act
I
like this
think
stuff
you-
is
I
not. This
think
stuff in another word it can be considered fake, but it's just the
I think you
game. So I don't take it
misunderstand the
personal.
concept.
So when I bring up
think you
Curtis'
misunderstand
name,
the concept.
it's out of respect. That's my man.
No,
but I
you
said that it was
misunderstand the
handled
concept.
misproperly.
You misunderstand
So
the
that's
concept.
what I'm saying.
You misunderstand the concept.
No, I'm
of
saying
what
real
I'm
don't exist in
saying.
business. I'm saying real don't exist in
And
business.
that's cool what you're saying.
don't exist.
And that's fine what
Because
you're
all the
saying.
niggas I know is fucked up.
And guess
In
what?
jail.
You in business, right?
Yeah.
And you fucked up too.
What you mean by that?
To other people. That's what I'm saying.
you talking
So
about?
what I'm saying, other people say that nigga fucked up. Don't.
Okay.
Don't.
Yeah.
No.
Bill Gates sound fuck- I mean,
No. Listen. What I'm saying. You are actually defining the word as far as business. You gotta do the fuck you gotta do to be successful.
That's America.
That's the bottom line. So I'm not misunderstanding that part.
Right.
You act like I'm going against you.
No, well, you keep telling me name names.
No. I'm saying name names when you say
I
certain
gave you an
motherfuckers.
example to
I'm
my
cool with
point.
that. I'm cool with that.
Okay.
What I'm saying is you taking it on another level. You are actually getting a little wired up.
No,
on
I'm
something.
good.
Oh, no.
I just know the game. Because
No,
what was the first thing he said?
I
He said,
know the game,
motherfuckers
too.
be like, how you run tournaments if you don't play no basketball? So he that's my man. I know he don't believe that. But
I
he's-
didn't hear you say that.
Okay, but he said that. So
I
he's
didn't
speaking
hear
for.
Charlie Moore said that.
Yeah, so he's speaking for.
That's the question.
No, he didn't. That's
Okay.
my man. I know he
Okay.
don't think
Okay.
that. I'm saying.
I didn't hear that part.
Okay, but he's speaking for an audience of people who don't have no sense. At 40, 50 years old, don't have no sense. Because anybody asking them type of questions at that age don't have no sense. They're not hustlers. So we speaking to an audience that don't know no better. So it's my job to give knowledge, kick knowledge, point blank period. That's why I came on here. I came on here to promote these awards, which you ain't even get to yet. Give my men some shine because I respect all they do. I'm not even trying to be on no. I call their phones. Let's do this. Let's do that. I love what y'all do. I told you I fuck with you. I told you I fuck with you. I told you I fuck with you.
No blue.
Point blank period. Anyway,
No blue.
so because of that, I'm gonna keep it real. I'm not in here to be lying to kids or to be out here fake shaking hands with these old heads, knowing what's being said.
But you know what's
Let's
so-
keep it real.
You are very emotional.
I'm not
No.
emotional, bro. I'm a
See,
smart
you
activist.
want nobody to talk.
But that's not true.
You very
I just don't want to hear that.
you very emotional with your message. See, you say you very emotional with your message.
Passionate about my
Yeah,
message.
passionate, emotional, don't matter, whatever you call it.
Yeah,
Passionate,
I'm not
don't matter.
emotional.
What I'm saying is, you so hyped up right now. It's like
100 times, bro.
because the seat little man. What the fuck? I ain't sit this motherfucker little. I'm saying I'm uncomfortable, motherfucker. Not because what the fuck you saying. It's not like I'm sitting in front of motherfucking Dr. King. I done heard this shit a long time ago. What I'm trying to tell you is, I get your message, and that's why the fuck we here right now with your guys, with Marc and DMV, motherfucking all them. You know what I'm saying? I ain't say come by yourself. I mean, you had this conversation all the time to go up jazz with Keith Williams, and man, you had the conversation. It'd be a good idea to come and promote that shit, and boom, boom. But don't come on here with this Farrakhan shit like we don't know what the fuck we doing. No. What I'm saying, what I'm saying is it became oh man, like I know I get your message and I fuck with your message because it ain't too many motherfuckers that's saying the shit you saying and calling motherfuckers out to know how this shit really going down. So don't come on this motherfucker thing we against you.
I don't think that.
No. What I'm saying, but you real aggressive with your shit. No. You keep that's how you look at it. I look at it a different way. What I'm saying is all this shit. Guess what? It's cool. But what I'm saying to you is, don't hold no grudges with nobody.
I don't have no grudges.
No. You keep saying that. Can I talk?
Go ahead. But they taking it as law. You feel what I'm saying?
I can talk.
Go ahead. I just long my man with me. We good. Go ahead.
What I'm saying to you is the same motherfuckers that you think on this don't support what you're doing, or they your man, but they not your man, or you respect them, you don't respect them. Joe, them the niggas that started that shit to get you on the path right now. What you doing?
Like who? Name some names.
Malone.
Okay.
If it wasn't Malone, it wouldn't be no story.
So why you think?
No, hold.
I'm gonna let you finish.
Right. What I'm saying is, you are actually capitalizing on you looking at shit, just like Rick looking at shit. Y'all niggas young. Y'all taking this shit to another level that motherfuckers that we come up off ain't gonna take the time and be like not think that shit really important. Y'all, that's why I say that's why I say emotional and passionate. You say passionate, I say emotional. Because y'all taking the time to do that shit. It was I can name a rack of motherfuckers that do what y'all doing, but they ain't gonna take that time what y'all doing. Y'all doing a great job at it. So don't think that we're against what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? To bring these guys on, man, come on, Joe. DMV Elite, shout out to Mike White and all that. You know what I'm saying? Everything y'all guys doing, we ain't had that shit. So don't think we against, but at the same time, it's gonna be a debate about a lot of shit because that's what makes you guys successful to hear shit from us. But for them Brysons that been on the college level, coaching, the Charlie Moe's coaching on the circuit, the Rick Goins is trying to get the DC shit back and all that. So guess what? Help is help. We helping each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, for me to come on your motherfucking award joint and present them, that's great to me. You know what I'm saying? All the way.
Just get the remote.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm saying in general, don't think that we on this motherfucker to argue.
I don't think that.
We on this motherfucker to talk some great shit.
Right.
And to be like, at the end of the show, all of us can talk some good shit to the motherfucking city. The DMV, like, boom, them niggas was spitting some great shit tonight. So don't take it like that.
I don't take it like that, though, bro.
You know what I'm saying? But you expressing yourself like you are taking it like that.
I'm expressing myself to let people know it's not a game. I'm not on, like, if everybody know me, I'm laid back. I'm not on no hype shit. When these dudes...
But everybody don't know you, though. That's my point.
Hear me out, though.
Yeah.
Because enough people know you to say, put on your Facebook, oh, that dude and all that other geeking-ass 50-year-old dumb shit. But so what I'm saying is that,
what you mean by 50-year-old dumb shit?
because I don't feel like OG should move like that. That's how I feel. I don't feel like
Move
OG
like
should move.
what, though?
No, OG shouldn't be on Facebook talking about a young nigga trying to get some money.
Who?
You said people on your Facebook page saying you having him on there, blah, blah, blah.
No,
To me, that's
not
goofy.
old, no.
That's goofy to me.
That's
You
not
don't know
old
who they
dudes.
are.
They're not all old dudes.
All right, whoever.
What I'm saying. Right. Say that.
Okay,
Don't pick an age and say that's goofy.
But what did he just say the first
Young
time he
motherfuckers
said?
do goofy
But
shit
what
too.
he, of course, everybody does goofy
Young
shit.
motherfuckers do
Everybody
super
does goofy
shit.
shit. But what I'm saying,
Don't put it.
point.
Don't pinpoint an age area on goofy
No,
shit.
I am though.
How?
Because it's less tolerable for older dudes to be goofy. To me.
No.
If a 16-year-old's goofy and a 50-year-old's goofy, which one's more goofy?
Goofy as far as what though?
If a 50-year-old's goofy and a 16-year-old's goofy, which one's more goofy?
You gotta have a meaning what you're saying.
Okay. What you mean?
Immature and goofy is different. Say immature, don't say goofy.
So isn't it? It's even,
Right.
it's even worse than a 50-year-old is immature. What you mean?
Just say immature. Immature.
Bro,
Immature
like
is
goofy,
immature.
right?
Like, bro.
Is goofy not goofy?
Yeah.
Gay is gay. A 20-year-old gay.
Yeah.
That's different.
But they both gay
That's
niggas,
that
right?
Villanova
That's
education,
I'm
man.
just thinking, it's like...
I got a question to ask everybody. What do you like more, the old setup of the city title game or the way it is now?
He trying to get off some other shit. Let's talk basketball.
No, I'm serious.
I
I'm
mean,
curious.
that's about it.
I'm curious
That's about it.
what you guys think.
No. I love the setup now.
You like the setup now more?
Love it.
Why? Because there's more teams?
Because it brings more to the city, man.
More to look forward
Like the kids that don't, okay, I might lose. I might go to HD Woods. I might lose in the city, not in the city, in the high championship.
Right.
I still got a chance to win that state joined up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I think that's, and it's a
More
college atmosphere.
yeah.
I like, no, that's
grown.
that's great.
It's grown on.
That's great because I'm gonna tell you why it's great because back in the years, man, the Mather, all them good, they get to go somewhere after that shit and still contend for another championship. I'll hammer.
They still do, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. But we don't. The city don't.
Right.
When it's over, it's over. If you don't win that motherfucker, if you don't win that DCAA championship and go to play the city title, your shit over.
You got gold down there.
They seed you. You know what I'm saying? You whatever seed, you got a chance to win that motherfucking state. I love that. I love.
But
that.
I'm gonna be.
I love that.
The one thing I want to see happen is, and it's going to happen because I think out of the 6 years they've done it, the public schools have won 4. I think.
3, 4.
Woodson, Wilson, Coolidge, and Roosevelt.
Yeah.
It's 4.
That's 4.
Was one of the first stage joint?
Yeah, Coolidge won the very
Coolidge
first
beat Paul. Was it Paul?
Baloo in the
Baloo.
first one.
Baloo.
Right. So I think that as these public schools keep winning, it's going to make these private schools take it more seriously.
Yeah.
Because if you look on Facebook after Wilson beat Gonzaga,
They ain't
what's first thing people were saying?
They gonna have
We
an
ain't-
intro.
That's exactly.
They gonna have
But
an intro.
if they keep getting beat. If they keep getting beat like this, then it's going to make the private schools
Yeah.
think. Because the first year they did it, Curl and St. John's didn't even participate.
Right.
They sat out, so we're not going to do it. So I think as the HD Woodsons and Wilsons keep doing that, and they keep losing that, it's going to make them say, "Let me take this serious," and that's when it's really going to become what it should be.
Why they don't play each other during regular season though? Like a game, like a Mather.
But some
fucking.
But the
That's
the leagues regulate that, right? Like who
They got to take that amount of
I know,
games.
I don't know.
I mean, you have a certain amount
Yeah,
of
certain amount of
games you
games
can play,
When
non-conference
I
games.
was in Montgomery
When I
County.
was at Curl,
Montgomery can't play that shit. No, Montgomery's different. Montgomery's different.
Okay, because I know they told us it was
Montgomery
on their list of
They don't
schools
do
we
that
could
shit
play
no more.
outside.
Montgomery
of-
got a 2-year
play
waiting
every
list, right?
inter-high school,
Montgomery, you got his 2 years advance for scheduling.
We play every inter-high
Yeah, no,
school.
and Curl has always done that though.
Yeah.
But it
They
was
don't
like
do that shit no more.
I played Curl when I was in high school.
They don't do that shit
But
no
it's some. I thought the leagues regulated that, but I guess they saying that's not true.
Right now.
Montgomery's more restrictive.
It's,
Yeah,
yeah, 'cause
Montgomery
they
have
told
a
us
2-year restriction
they told
in
us it was a
Montgomery
list of schools we could play. Like we couldn't even play anybody. Like it was
That's how they still do it
That's
in Montgomery.
when I was on Montgomery
So
County.
who's some of the top kids that coming
Who's
out?
the player of the year right now
Boom. Good,
what?
great question.
in the area?
In the whole area?
DMV.
I mean, this kid Xavier Johnson at
That's what
O'Connell
everybody-
just won
that's what everybody's
WCAC
saying.
Player
This
of
is
the Year.
motherfucker bad. I ain't seen
But I
this
seen
man.
him.
He's so good.
He's a good one. But hey, this area is littered in underclassmen who are good.
I know.
I mean, the sophomore class is deep. Jeremy Roach.
Now, let me ask you about that though. Do you remember the 2017 sophomore class?
Yeah.
Was really deep and it withered quickly.
Yeah.
So you think it's better? It's more talented than
I
that?
like that kid. You talking kid?
I mean, I think top
Yeah,
heavy.
man.
I think top heavy is very top heavy. I mean, from top to bottom, I really don't know. I mean, anything could happen, but I think at the top of the class,
It's
I
great.
think it's legit. I mean, I think Jeremy Roach is.
That's what they say. They say he's
Phenomenal.
one
One
of
of
the
the top 5 seniors though, man. Like, the motherfucker Daniel Blade
got
and
another
Boogie,
kid
man.
at
I like
46 probably.
You got
Nigga,
that on the
nigga
award
Daniel
show.
Blade.
You got to stay out on the award show. Who the best
Stay
team?
tuned. Stay tuned.
But
Yeah. That's about the award show.
Daniel Blade and Boogie.
I like that.
Not good.
Yeah, he can boogie.
Yeah. You should mention the setup of that, man. Like coming up with the idea and bringing
Yente
it
and
in
Boogie.
with the
Wilson.
Yeah.
Oh, man. First old school point guard.
Yeah.
Control the clock, control the game.
Pure point guard.
Yes, he
Came a long
is.
way, though.
Nah, I like Short.
DC Premier
He can
came a long
boogie. He
way.
can boogie.
Don't put that on DC for me.
Yeah, he is with permission.
That's not why he came a long
He
way.
played good on the circuit.
Nah, Arize did it.
No.
But he just got the permit, right?
Break it down.
He just got the permit like a year or two ago.
Really
Like
did.
2 years?
Put that on
Who was he with before that?
with Wilson,
That's what
Angelo
those-
Hernandez, and
No,
T.
no,
Johnson.
No, you know what? Hold.
Oh yeah, that comes.
That
Put that on
motherfucker
them.
right there. Oh, come on. At that game, that motherfucker did a great job. I don't know if it was his decision or it was his staff. That last motherfucking time when St. John's could have won that game, that nigga fell back in that motherfucking 1-3-1
Yeah.
and had them motherfuckers make a couple of passes instead of racing that bitch up to man and speed the game up.
No, he did a hell of a
Great
job.
goddamn, great motherfucking job right there.
Situation
Great.
coach.
Take my hat off to him. Hey, great job.
Coach,
Shout out to Wilson. That he coached his ass all day.
He worked his way.
Coached his ass all day.
He's a testament to everything. And me and him, we could have our good, bad, ugly. That's my man. But he's a testament to everything you love in the game because nobody ever gave him shit. And he built his hustle up. He got his name up. So people come holler at him. They want him to coach this. They want him to do this, do that. I look at myself and come from the same cloth. So I respect. That's why I went up there originally. He wasn't the head coach at the time, but that's my man. I really know him. So because of that, I'm not going to allow, I'm just saying, I'm not going to let nobody take credit for what he actually built with his hands and knees. He's too passionate. He's too involved, too committed for anybody else to get any type of kudos from anything.
Sound like a real nigga.
Sound like a real nigga.
He on that level.
Nah, I mean, he is like a real nigga. I mean, that's my man. He do fake shit like anybody else. It's not, nobody's exempt from that.
Here we go.
Nobody's exempt from that. I just don't give it up like that to niggas. Maybe y'all differently. Everybody good. That's not to me.
No, you know what we do though? We give props to what people doing on the positive shit though, Slim. I think that's the part you're not understanding what I'm saying. Like, we don't get no fucked up bullshit to nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's like, motherfucker, we getting props. We ain't gonna sit and talk bad about nobody. It is what it is. We might crack some jokes and all that, but what we all about? We all about giving credit to what the fuck is going on today. Because to be honest, high school basketball's really fucked up. If it wasn't for the media wise, the shit that y'all be doing, that shit'd be left behind. Talent wise, that shit it ain't balanced out. You know what I'm saying? Because you take social media to back in the day. I'm not hating on right now. I can run off names, yo, that these motherfuckers not even matched up to now from back in the day. I'm just being real with you. But guess what? I love them kids. They do what they do. And y'all guys are really making these motherfuckers what they are. Y'all getting them scholarships. Not their talent is, but y'all getting their phone. Mm-hmm. Y'all sending film. Y'all saying come this game, that game. Back in the day, nigga, if a coach wouldn't get that call and say Rick or somebody at the gym, nah, ain't nobody coming out that motherfucker. Yeah. Y'all sending that shit to people like in some high tech shit. See nigga he make 2 dribbles left and he can do. They dissecting that shit. They breaking that shit down.
Shit big,
you know what I'm saying? That shit back then wasn't even thought of.
So there's no reason why they shouldn't, like them. They're, to me, these are like the real heroes of basketball. I always told y'all.
I just said.
Let me.
Boy, you need.
Bro, you don't never let me.
And I'm not.
Hey, look,
And I'm not.
Anyways, man, I'm saying they the ones that like I always big them up. Cause like I don't sugarcoat nothing. I'm a hustler. I'm in there for the hustle first. If I help kids along the way, I help them. I'm not gonna sugarcoat that. I'm not your hero. I'm not your role model. None of that. If you like what I'm doing, you fuck with it. Thank you. If you don't fuck with it, hey, I'm not in that. But them, they really like solid dudes, like good dudes, and they really like because they really like what the game really needs. That's why, like for me, I really wanted them to get that shine because they really like the heroes of our town. Like they really do the right shit. Like and they're actually good dudes. They never try to get nobody to, I need this to come evaluate your kid, or I need this to send this film. These are actually real good dudes.
Unconditional.
So my point in saying that is that, like, I'm not trying to keep going back to the book. When I say good dudes and all that, that's what I'm talking about. It's like, it's dudes that really invested in the kid. Dudes that really, hey, by the way, like all that, like really invested and really trying to see these kids win and don't get nothing from it. They're not on some, and I'm not knocking who does it, but I'm saying they're not on some, you know this shit going on out here, man. But that's toasted my man.
Can you rewind my statement? What I just say?
No, I'm saying what you're saying. I'm just saying it my way.
They the reason
right
why these kids getting exposure because they're making sure these kids are being seen nationally.
Yeah, I just don't want them to ever have to feel like they have to precurse anything they're saying. But like, I live in an apartment, I'm not getting rich. I want you to get rich. I can't. We have a group text. I'm thinking of different ideas we're trying to do. I'm not gonna put it on camera yet. We're not ready. But I want them to get everything out the game. They deserve to be compensated accordingly for their blood, sweat, and tears. They deserve to be able to retire off this shit and lay up on an island somewhere because they're doing it for the right reason. They're not trying to attach themselves to some kid. My man right here, if he wanted to, he could be on some manager or you want to get meeting with him, sit down with me, all that geek and shit. No, he's a good dude. So he deserves to get a mansion off this shit. He deserves to drive a Porsche off this shit. Why not? He deserves it. He earned it.
Guess what? It's funny that you saying that, right? You ain't take my message on the break when I said they're the reasons why these kids are getting exposed. But you take to another level. See, you getting real aggressive with this shit. Like, we not with that. Take the whole shit.
She texted me. She'll text me back in a minute, man. We'll have more open, man.
Fuck you mean? Ask me what I'm talking about. Don't ask Charlie Mo.
Ask
Ask me.
I don't understand what you're saying. This is my OG right here. So I'm going to ask him what you trying to say. I don't know what you're trying to say.
That was my whole message to the whole situation.
But we're not saying the same thing.
I said no. What I said was they're the reasons.
Okay.
Why these kids?
I'm just speaking to what he said about
getting that media exposure.
About living the apartment. I don't feel like he should have to say. He should be able to say.
No,
and I'm up.
He should
be able to say that. He should be up.
I think that's always going to be a tough conversation.
Why?
Just to say, because when you look at like why you start doing it, like everybody's a different reason, right? Like when I did it because of some kids that people just told them they weren't going to make it, and that was why I started. It became stuff, but that's why I started it. So I think that if his motivation wasn't to do that, he may not want to, that's not, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if let me ask you this. If you don't make a dime off of it, ever, are you okay with yourself? Knowing that you took care of it.
That's a good question.
Knowing that you made the difference.
Great question.
Because the thing about me, when I watch some of my kids on ESPN, and to me, it makes me feel great. If I never do anything else in life, I help some kids position themselves.
Great.
And that's and anybody that knows me, I mean, Marcus was helping me out when nobody knew what I was trying to do. He was right there with me. So there is none of my stuff without this dude. And I'll say that any day. But for me to say that, you know what I'm saying, to just have to say I have to come up, them kids coming up, I tell every one of my kids, you owe me shit. And if somebody else can take you somewhere I can't take you, go. I'm going to be here whether you ever pick that ball up again or not.
This his joint right here? That's what he's holding right there?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's always about, like you said, I agree with what you're saying. It's not about, you got to make a choice sometimes. I put the kids first. Like I said, if I'm making money in the process, that's cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
That's cool. I'm not saying I'm not trying to.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But if it's, you going to make money or you going to help this kid, I'm going to help that kid.
Right.
That's what I'm saying in that regard. But I mean, it is what it is. Like you said, he's trying to make money. We all want to do something with it, make some money. Of course, we spend our time. We want to make some money while we spending our time.
Right. Yeah.
But the kids we help along the way, I've been doing this since 03. I met him in 08. How did you get out with Magic, though? Subject. I always thought he was a Virginia dude because he was working way out Chantilly.
Magic with that? That's my
Curtis
yeah.
But I was back then. I was social like 16, 17.
His son was pretty good though. One of
both of them too.
Jumping motherfuckers. Yeah.
But
so you know who Magic?
Yeah, he was out there.
Oh, okay.
So he was running tournaments out there.
Yeah. I mean, to make a long story short, I started out like 17, 18, 19. 19, 20, 21, running camp counselor at Georgetown and at University of Maryland. I was like a summer camp counselor at their basketball camps. And I met somebody who knew somebody, it's all about networking, who got me with a company called the Hoop Group. I mean, like a postgraduate internship. Yeah. So I was up there for like half a year. When I was up there, I was the second black person ever hired there. Chuck Martin was the first person. I don't know if y'all know him.
Was it up Jersey?
Yeah. And when I was up there, Curtis Simons, he had a team at the time. He was coaching. Hoop Magic was a team. He was, he'd been at Fairfax Stars for years. He was with Hoop Magic. I mean, he had started Hoop Magic.
That was what, like 07, 08?
It's like 07. So I graduated. I graduated and went up there, and he was trying to get in the tournament at the time. This is when we first started building up the Pittsburgh Jam Fest, and that was like the biggest shit, still the biggest shit tournament. And he was trying to get in.
Not on the circuit, it is.
He was trying to get in it, but it was not. It was sold out. So he was like, "As much money as I spent up here." Da, da, da. So the dude that was running it, was like, "Man, I can't do this. I can't." Hey, talk to him. So I started talking to him, and this is how it really was. He was like, "Yo, where you from, bro? You sound black. You from DC. Like, where you talking? Like, how you get up there? Like, oh yeah, you got to come down here. I got an opportunity. Like, you up there, you must have done something right." So that's basically how I got started. But to make a long story short, I touched down at Hoop Magic. I was 21 years old. It's 2007. So to make a long story short, I really saw the game for what it was. That's what I'm saying. Like, you ever heard like that famous Drake verse when he was like, you got an AI on basically like your idols become your rivals. I seen it. All these dudes that are supposed to be, I'll do anything for y'all to help young black men. All these are dudes that's knocking me. These are dudes that are backdooring me, doing wild stuff because Hoop Magic was the hottest shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I seen dudes like And I'm like thinking these dudes I really looked up to, and I'm breaking bread, and we doing these tournaments and stuff. And I'm seeing all the funny stuff going on. Everybody positioning them, because that's what happens when somebody's successful. Everyone around you starts positioning themselves to get closer to the bag.
It come with this.
That's how it goes. So I'm watching dudes taking me as a 21-year-old old. Young little bro, all that, come sit down. Yeah, let's rap. So what's going on? What you got coming up? And take that and try to use it against me, like to get me out of my position. So that's why I said, like, it's come from a real place. It's not like I'm just talking to be talking. It's like, and I'm looking at like, I can tell you a crazy story right now, like, and I'm not trying to keep bringing this person up. I was 19 years old. I was working a tournament in New York. And at the time, this is Mike Beasley, Nolan Smith, and it was 17 under. It was their final AAU year. I met Curtis Malone. It's my man. I was working with Jimmy Salmons. This is my first time I ever met Curtis Malone. I knew I heard about him. I never met him. I introduced myself. Oh, I'm Arize. I'm from DC. Blah, 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 whoop-de-whoop. Oh, yeah, that's what's up. Kept it moving. That's my first time I met JD, all of them. When I got back to DC, I called Jimmy Salmons. He's the one running the tournament. And because my father told me, like, you should always thank people for, like, giving me an opportunity. Thank you. I appreciate that. He was like, yo, nobody in DC be fucking with you? Nobody? I was like, nah, because I go to school in Florida. I was at FAMU. I didn't really know nobody. I'm on the internet to reach out to people. I want to come work your event for free. Because Kevin Lyles and some other people in the music business came down and said, I got in the game by just interning for free. I'm like, oh shit, I'm about to get this basketball. I'm about to intern for free. Jimmy Salmon's like, hey, go get a pen and paper. Gave me everybody number who's anybody in the DC area in the basketball business. I called, good man. Yo,
shout out to Jimmy Salmons too.
I called everybody. Everybody he gave me, I called
New
him.
Jersey.
I called, hey, I'm Arize. Jimmy Salmons gave me a number. I was working the tournament. I met you at the tournament. He told me, because he said, call them, tell them they need to fuck with you. You a young man trying to be great, right? Ask me how many of them dudes ever answered the phone after that day. It's almost like they put me on their block list or something. Everybody. I'm naming names from Charlie Weber, Curtis Malone, all these, everybody. Never answered the phone. Oh, you young dude, you go to FAMU? Okay. Never heard from them ever again.
You think you
that's not what I'm saying. Hear me out.
I'm
not saying that. Hear me out. I'm saying now I'm in position. I'm Arize today. You think a 19-year-old kid gonna come to me and call me like that and they won't hear from me again? So you say what you gotta say, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna check up on, hey, you good? You alright? I'm not saying you're not saying they don't do to other people. I'm saying that you call again, y'all saying real dudes. Define that for me, because I'm not taking no 19-year-old black kid trying to be great.
No, but you just
and not answer the phone. I'm not gonna do that.
As a real dude first, and then you said some other shit.
I'm just telling you that we look at stuff differently.
Think what you did.
I'm just saying I've been in the business. I've been waist deep in the business. Do your homework. I done broken bread tens of thousands with all these Keith Stevens. Ask them. Curtis Malone. Ask them. Bub Carrington. Ask them. We breaking real money, tens of thousands. Who else can say that?
You asking them right now.
Yeah. Who else can say that? Let if I'm lying, I'm flying. Like, it's facts. And the opportunity they got to make a move for a couple extra thousand more, you think they're not going to do it? It's the game. That don't make him a bad dude. That don't make him not a real dude. But the environment is set up to where real niggas do fake shit for advancements of professionalism.
You do all real shit?
I just told you I didn't already. Do around the tape.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
But who did I learn it from? It's institutional.
Right.
You telling me I owe them something for them putting me in position. You told me Curtis Malone's the reason why I'm able to do what I do today. That's what you said.
I said, did I say you owe me things?
So what are you saying?
What's
the point of you saying that?
That's like me saying.
What's the point of you saying
all my talent, my talent level to guys that been there before me. No, I owe respect to them. I don't owe them shit.
I don't owe them respect.
I don't
owe them respect.
Yeah, you said I told you owe them. You don't owe them shit. I said, but you do owe them respect because
I don't owe them nothing.
If it was for them,
I don't owe them nothing.
You probably wouldn't blueprint the game.
I don't owe them nothing.
Get what I'm saying?
I don't own nothing.
Blueprint the game.
I don't own nothing. I owe my man because he been official to me.
I
owe him.
Whatever you owe him, that shit gonna come to me then. Fuck it.
I mean, I'm getting to know you now. I didn't know you like that.
Yeah,
but let's talk about it. When I met you,
my man. Everything cool.
How about that? When Keith Williams introduced me to you, what happened? You said, I had to pay to come to the event. I said, you good from now on. I didn't say that?
Yeah.
I didn't call you. I said, want you to be a part of what we doing?
But at the same time, I don't need a motherfucker in this town to stamp me. Don't sit and say this Keith Williams said I'm good.
I didn't know you.
No. You ain't gotta know me. Get what I'm saying. So now I'm getting on your level because I can get on that same shit too and say the same shit you said. I just don't word that shit that way because a simple fact that if shit didn't go on before you in your success mode and all that shit, which I'm loving that shit. At the same time, I pay homage to the before me.
You gotta earn my
but earning your homage is where you at right now. So guess what? If you ain't where you at right now, You wouldn't be where you are right now if you didn't earn it from motherfuckers that did before. So you ain't got to verbally say it. You ain't got to verbally say it. You can disagree with me all you want. But one thing about me, I ain't gonna get caught up in a debate with you with that. What I'm saying is that ain't gonna happen with me. I respect everything that
And
goes
I see all
on
the
with
comments
everybody.
too. Y'all hate. I see all the comments too. I'm reading it from my man's phone. Talking about Kurt, who is the dude? Who is you? Who is you? What's your credentials?
Who?
Whoever this dude on the comments. I'm
Say
like,
his name,
who is
man.
the dude? I don't know. It
The
says,
comments right
who is
here.
the dude? What does it say? Maurice Ruffner? Who is you? That's your credentials. That's my credentials. What's up? Who is you?
Yeah, say,
I don't know.
say his name and say it
That's
again.
clear to me, like,
Say his name. Hey, Jay, say his name.
who is you? All you gonna do is post me on Facebook. That's how they roll.
Tell them who you are.
But see,
Nah,
guess
that's
what?
people calling in on the show.
Yeah, that's goofy.
But
Tell me,
reason-
who is the dude?
reason-
Well, do your
don't-
homework. Check my resume. Do your
No,
homework.
but that's the purpose of it. Don't nobody really know.
Who's anybody? Tell me who.
No, I'm just saying.
No, I'm saying define anybody. I don't really know.
No,
'Cause
I'm
I do
trying
an
to do this
event at
comment.
Trinity, 3,000 people coming out. I do an event at Georgetown, people coming
People
out. So,
just commenting.
so they'll do their
You
homework.
saying who is the, right? So guess
You gotta let
what?
them know.
You getting caught up in that dumb shit.
I'm not getting caught.
No,
up.
no,
It's
no,
all
but
fun
no,
and
no,
joke.
no, no. I'm a funny motherfucker anyway. We gonna have some fun. But guess what? Don't take none of that shit personally because
and for the record,
whatever you
somebody
doing, you
just
do
said
you doing it
you
for
have
the
to respect
cause.
People that come before you, I don't have to respect nothing. There's a crackhead on the street right now sleeping in a car.
saying in your
That's telling me
profession,
that I
in
got to
your
respect him. In my profession,
Not crackhead.
why do I got to respect them? Tell me why.
In your
They haven't
craft,
earned my
no.
respect.
I'm saying that's what
In your
I'm guessing
craft.
that's what
Do
they
you
say.
agree with that?
In your craft.
Wait, hold on. Do you
In
agree
your
with that?
craft.
To a degree.
Why?
In your craft.
So every person who
People
comes
that's
before you
helped
respect
you.
them.
People that's helped you and done things the right
In
way.
your
You should respect
craft.
them.
In
Yeah,
your
I do respect
craft.
Yeah, that's what I do.
In
with
your
that. I mean, not
craft,
everything,
man.
but
In your craft.
in your craft, people that came
Yeah,
before you
in
to
your
do things the right
craft.
way, respect that they got to.
Yeah.
I'm agreeing with that. That's not what he said though. He said a lot of these people have come before you. You gotta respect them. Just
No,
because
no,
you
no,
came
no.
before me, I
I'm
gotta
saying
respect
in your craft.
Yeah, it's because you're in my crowd. Don't mean I gotta respect
In
you.
your craft.
You gotta earn my
I
respect.
kind of disagree with that. That don't mean that we right or wrong.
Yeah.
I disagree. I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with it. Because the people that come before us, these guys right here wouldn't be doing what they're doing right now because they would have nothing to talk about.
But you just said that
No,
without them,
no.
it shit would be lost. So who was here paving the way
Because-
to hand them the baton?
Because of them,
Yeah,
bring
so-
that shit back up.
So it wasn't there beforehand. That's what I'm saying.
No,
They created
the
a lane.
media shit wasn't there. That's
Right.
what I'm saying. But the basketball was there.
Okay.
The guys we talk, the high level high school guys, that shit was there long before us.
Of course.
So what I'm saying is respect that part to even for these guys to have a chance to even get some out around the Ron Bellies and all y'all.
Let's get on the topic.
Where we gonna be at without basketball? We're gonna say well, hockey. I'm being real. So at some point in time, you have to respect what's before you, man.
I got a question.
That's humbleness.
I agree 100%.
That's humbleness.
Yeah, I got a question
That's
for
humbleness,
these two,
man.
Bone.
I have
Bone.
That's humbleness.
Bone, I got a question for these two. Donnie Gross.
Oh, bad.
Any of y'all know about Donnie Gross?
Who
He started Hoops.
He started Who's Scoop. See what I'm saying?
East Coast magazine.
I'm not Clark Francis started that.
He was the first one started scouting kids in this area.
First they ever did it. And people don't even know
Just
that
solely
shit,
this
though.
area.
I didn't know that for shit.
Yeah.
Who year was that?
Donnie Gross probably started 88 to 96.
87?
Yeah, 87, probably about 92, 93.
Probably got about
He got a job.
He probably accounted for
Hoop Scoop magazine.
100 pros or some shit.
Google it. Hoop Scoop.
I mean, you know what I'm saying? A lot of shit that we wouldn't be doing. We doing just to fuck with y'all. Like, we all fuck with each other. If it wasn't nothing before us, that's what I'm saying. We all respect what y'all doing. We love this shit.
Who was the best player?
Love this shit. This shit ain't man. This.
Hey, shout
I
out to
love
Michael.
this shit.
Shout out to Michael
I
Smith
want to
too.
know
By
who
the
the
way.
best player in the area, man.
Shout out to Michael Smith.
What grade? This period overall?
Right now,
Second grade.
overall, it don't matter.
Second grade.
I mean, we talking.
Well, let me ask you. Let me ask something to his question though. How do you come to the conclusion?
Who's the best
So when you
player?
say who the best player in the area, right?
Good question. Great
You know
question.
what I'm saying? How do you come to saying they're the best player in
Great
the area?
question.
Because a lot of times I look at like, not to go back to the Catholic school thing, but we assume that the best player in the area is there.
Is that a cap?
So how do we like when we make all things equal and we pound for pound, whatever they do in boxing? If you say Xavier Johnson's the best player in the area, how do you come to that conclusion?
Great question.
I mean, I think you just got to use your best judgment. I don't know, unless you see them play under the same roof again and go at each other a lot. I mean, you just got to use whatever expertise you have to just deduce what you think is the right answer. I mean, I don't know. That's how I personally go about it.
It's all a matter of opinion based on a metrics system.
Well,
How you determine who's a bad motherfucker?
I'm gonna come to my point in a minute.
Marc, go ahead and see him play.
Go ahead.
I don't think it's a clear-cut best player. Like, you know what I'm saying? Xavier Johnson's really good, but there's a couple people out here that can give him a bucket on any given day. Like, he's not dominating every single time he steps on the floor.
Yeah, I don't think there's a clear-cut answer to who is the best player. Otherwise, we would have said it.
Every year is different.
Yeah.
And some years was clear.
But he asked me this year, and I don't. Yeah.
Jim, really, how do you judge it?
Just from seeing,
And he sees everything.
yeah, just trying to see guys multiple times.
He's a lot.
Yeah, multiple times in
He's
different
see everybody.
situations. You know, whether it's on a circuit at a camp, high school. Like, you got to see guys more than one time.
This is the reason why I kind of posed that. So I do a lot of research on the game, right? So if you look at the guys that were all Met like in the 80s, because all Met's always been the thing here. It's not as much anymore, and I got my ideas on that, but all Met was what you that stamps you as in this town.
That was stamped.
So like back in the day, look at Kirk class in '89.
First team. We ain't some of those second team. I don't do second team.
So in 1989,
I don't do all that. Your name and number bullshit.
In 1989, 7 guys that made the All-Met team together with him had NBA careers, right? And not to say that's a match, I'm just saying that's kind of how they looked at those guys and said, man, like things. I look at All-Met teams now. You got guys that average 9 points a game, 10 points a game, but they might have been the star. They might have been the star. They might have been the starting point guard for takeover. Or so you know what I'm saying. So I guess that's what I'm saying. The people want to know.
Yeah, but Kevin Durant was better than all them guys you about to name.
I'm just saying.
Like, you talking about dudes nowadays? You find him nowadays or not?
No, I'm talking about but Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant.
No, but NBA dudes, the best NBA dude that come out of this town.
That's not what we say. I'm saying.
We ain't talking about the Reds.
But what I'm getting at is when you see guys put a lot of production in the area, and then the All-Met team come out and you see a 9-point per game guy or.
That's not first.
That's where the people. I'm asking this because we have followers that want to know because you guys, your opinion counts. How do you justify this kid that might have, to me, seem mediocre? Mm-hmm. You got a kid scoring 25 a game in another league. How do you weigh those things? Because that's when these arguments we in AAU fans we see ridiculous arguments in AAU fans because we as an area we can't come to a conclusion of like what we're looking at. I think one year stands out 2015 when Abdul Bundu got Player of the Year. I never expected that. He earned it. Right. The hard kid averaged like 20 and 15 at Largo that was Player of the Year.
Yeah, but you got people that saying he wouldn't do that at WCAC. So
okay, so my point in bringing that up is
the same way in the NBA said he wouldn't do that in the East. In the East, Anthony Davis.
So my point in saying that is for the people, what do you think goes into that?
I don't think there's any exact science to it for sure. I mean, every year, everything can be a lot different. You get dudes. All right, there's a dude named Darian Simmons. There's a dude named Darian Simmons right now who dropped 90 points. Capital Hoops. We got his footage from the game.
Kevin
He dropped
Durant
90
better than
a couple weeks ago.
I'm sorry.
The Arize shows in a few minutes.
Now I'm looking at the comments.
No, look, listen. Before you finish, he gonna close the show. We got 30 more minutes.
I bet you off that.
We got 30 more minutes. Man. He can close the whole show.
So anyways,
this dude's get our tents and just sing cool.
No, man, finish now. That was a good question. That was a good question, though.
So this dude, Darian Simmons, dropped 90 points in the game. All right, Darian Simmons played against a team. If you watch the highlights from the game, I mean, I don't think these dudes wouldn't sniff the court against most JV teams in the area. And I'm talking like JV public schools in the area, okay? Yeah. And like he dropped 90 points. So it's like, where do you balance that out? Darian Simmons played on Capital Christian earlier this year before he transferred to this school. And on Capital Christian, like he wasn't their best player. And Capital Christian's a pretty good school, but like they're not a ranked school. So like how much weight does scoring 90 against the dudes who are pretty fucking bad weigh against a dude on DeMatha who averages 9 a game who could go to that school and score 110 against these dudes. Right. It's like there's no science to it, but you just gotta like use your judgment and figure out like where this is compared to where that is. I mean, it's a tough thing. Darian Simmons. I know we're going to talk about these awards that all of us are doing, right? Darian Simmons is one of these 15 dudes who's a candidate to win this Player of the Award, right? If Darian Simmons played at DeMatha, he probably wouldn't play. So, how do you? It's like there's no science to it. How do you figure it out?
There's a balance you're always trying to find.
You know. I don't know. That's where I'm at.
That's a great fucking answer.
It was subjective though. Still, at the end of the day, it's
Absolutely.
subjective.
I just find it very interesting.
But that's in the higher levels also.
Normally, if
Unless
you
you just that goddamn.
But if you look
good.
at the history of the All Met thing, just to before you off this point, when we talk about the 80s and 90s, we might be like maybe 1 or 2 guys that probably shouldn't have made it. And now you can debate 8, 9, 10 spots on it and come up with a whole nother team.
That's a nostalgic comment right there, bro. That's like people say like Biggie and Pac got to be in top 5. It's like bro, like at the end of the day, like you don't know. You don't know. The dude, they say Patrick Holloway was the second coming to him. He won All-Met Player of the Year. Who's to say he couldn't have played in that era? They say he just like him.
No, that's not what
he said.
No, he said you can debate whether they should be on the All-Met or not. I'm saying back then, I'm sure you can debate. Oh, he's Player of the Year. You're not gonna say it's not stamped. 89. Who was the Player of the Year? 89.
Mike Tate.
Okay, but who's the best player? But who's the best player?
Mike Tate.
But somebody here just said Grant Hill. So it's
He came out 90.
so somebody right here is speaking.
Grant from the 90s. Mike Tate
Tate
was the best player in 89 hands.
No, he was.
He was
It wasn't debate.
Look what that says.
Grant from the 90s.
Well, Mike Tate.
No, he said he was on at 89.
But Mike Tate was the last public school McDonald's All-American from PG County, and that was 1989.
Hey, Mo. You
don't
are
think
just
so?
damn
I
right.
don't know. I think Mike Tate.
I done seen all them niggas back then. He was the best player. He might have been the best player in the country.
Y'all debating right now. So
my only point was
we do this all the time.
don't say what happened back then, so it's nothing. You can debate about.
Yeah, we do this all the
That's a
time.
nostalgic comment. That's what I'm saying.
We just going
what I was saying was when you talk to older guys from that time, like they debate 1 or 2 guys. Here, people debate the entire. You've heard it. People would debate the entire All-Met.
But you know what? You know what they do? Because there's so many schools now. It's so much shit going on right now.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. That's why it's valid. That's why we gotta have the conversation so people can hear from you guys and what goes into the thinking. That's what, to me, that means something to the people that debate this every day.
Right.
You know, to hear from you guys.
I told you, I agree with you 1,000,000%. That's a great statement you made.
When these dudes were in high school, how many high school teams were there in the DMV?
Right.
How many freaking high school teams are there right now? Thousands between here and Baltimore.
There's so many
there's
schools.
so much more shit going on.
Right.
That's what I say. There's so many schools right now. There's so many leagues. There's so many. You got charter schools. You got private schools. You got level private schools. You got all this shit.
Like
all that shit. You got all that shit. Like
now there's a million
that's top 20 playing with 2 teams. It wasn't all these AAU teams or nothing, man. If you can play, you can play.
right.
You get picked up by the best. Riley Gore, Harold Bates. That's about it.
Riley goes bad motherfucker. Joe, we had no motherfucking nothing. We went from motherfucking here to Cali to Vegas, yo. We had no money. Riley Gore made sure that we had a mob though. We had 8 motherfuckers, yo.
When I was young, he was coaching
Slam Jam.
That he was Slam Jam then too?
He was Slam Jam, Joe. Okay. We had no sponsors, we had no tennis, we had shit.
No, what's
But we had 3 of the top motherfuckers in the country that year.
I mean, the basketball business is more
That shit
business
was
now.
Oh yeah,
Like all that stuff that y'all talking like some passion stuff.
Tate.
It's not the basketball business. It's a business.
What's y'all say?
Oh, man, you keep coming with the personal shit.
Round 3.
What I'm saying is, it's definitely a business. It's a business. We see that now because all these motherfuckers because getting caught for shit. That shit was going on back then, yeah. But say, no. You said the business part of it is we were actually good, can play. What I'm saying is now it's just
Can't play.
No. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna never say it because it's some nice motherfuckers.
First ever number 1
No. It's some nice motherfuckers. It's some nice motherfuckers out
He
here.
actually wasn't though.
I'm saying in general.
Fred Hessel,
What year was that?
1966.
I'm saying in general. It's a bad motherfucker. Don't get me wrong. I'm just saying, we ain't had that shit. So guess what? We support what's going on right now. I go, shit, whenever I go, man, we got Kevin Durant, we got Beasley.
Yeah, but what you're not.
I love that shit.
But you're not understanding that when you come on these type of platforms and you say stuff like, "Oh, nowadays you can debate to a younger generation." If y'all already had, let me out. I know you ready to jump in.
No,
if you had some younger dudes on this part, they'll be like, "Them old niggas stay hating." That's what they would say. That's a fact. If you come and say we could actually play, like 60-year-old be like, "Them old niggas stay hating."
But guess what? Guess what?
That's a fact.
Guess what?
But
Man, hold the fuck up. No, hold the fuck up. We don't hate these motherfuckers. We love these youngins. What I'm trying to tell you is we love them to the utmost, whereas that we love they representing us. They going out here and representing our DMV. No, I'm not. I know I get your point, but you keep coming aggressive with your shit.
Keep saying
Because you are, because you because we talking and debating and having a good time.
And I'm telling you how it
no.
I tell you.
And I'm telling you how. I'm telling you how. Okay, so
I'm telling you how you sound.
Right,
You
so
sound like the old head hater.
being me aggressive is saying the way you talking is like I'm hating. No,
That's how
I love these kids.
Okay.
Hey, okay, guess what?
When you say we can actually play, what does that mean?
Go on KD shit.
If you say we can actually
Go on,
play,
no,
what does that mean?
go on
We can
KD.
actually hustle. What does that mean?
Go on KD shit and ask him names about motherfuckers he played against or he came up with.
I mean, you was in my documentary.
No.
He
no.
Johnson gave you props.
No,
I'm not saying that.
that's my point in saying
That's what
is
I'm saying.
I'm not talking about all them. They not hating and we not hating.
I didn't say
I
that.
love that shit.
You're missing my point.
No, you did say we hating.
No,
You did
I
say
said
that.
it sounds
you
like
did,
that. When you say we can actually play, these
Let
motherfuckers
me
nowadays.
Let me tell you something.
That's what
Let me
you
tell you
said,
something. Let me
bro.
tell you. If I was hating on basketball,
I didn't say you was hating.
you just said
I
it.
said
though.
it sounds like you hating based on what you
Sounds
said.
like basically you said I am.
So he's not a bitch. He just acting like a bitch. He's acting like a bitch. He ain't a bitch.
You can
He
say
not saying you a bitch.
You can say what you want.
Boom. He said you not a bitch.
Nigga, I take this shit real because I'm from the old school and I'm with the new school. Don't put bitch in my name, nigga. Don't do that. Don't fuck me with that type of shit.
Come on, man.
No, we're not joking with that with that word. I don't do that. What I'm saying I don't do that. What I'm saying in general, I'm trying to get the younger version to know we not hating on them.
I know that. I know
them
that.
niggas
You
keeping
gotta
us
say it the
relevant.
right way, bro.
They
That's what
keeping
I'm
us
saying.
relevant.
Of course, I know that. I reach
They
out.
keeping us relevant to what we
You
doing.
gotta say it the right way, because when you say
You
it like
can't
that,
tell me how to say shit.
I'm not telling you. I'm just telling you how to
tell
take
you.
it.
I can tell you a lot of shit to say the right way, but you're not.
And I'm gonna hear it.
But that don't mean you're gonna do it.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna tell you.
That's my point. That's my
You're
point.
free to tell me what you want.
That's my point.
I'm just saying when you say stuff like nowadays, like all these older dudes sit around in the gym. Man, back in my day, I would have tore shorty. Shorty would have never done nothing. That's what's going on. You think these youngins don't hear that? You think these youngins not?
We don't
listening
talk.
to that?
We don't do that. We give young niggas props.
Yeah.
We give
do.
we give young niggas props. That's what we do.
Good night.
We give young niggas props.
Good night, Irene.
We give young niggas props. We don't do all that. We give young niggas all the way.
You gonna give him props to the award show, right? Talk about that.
I go
No,
talk
we
about
don't.
that. I said basketball talk,
about
real
that.
talk.
No,
I go ahead and
but
talk about
we gonna stamp this first before we go further with this shit. We give young niggas props all day long. That's all we do is talk about the young niggas. That nigga bad motherfucker. He good. No, that's what we do. We don't compare what we did. That's cool. Our shit, we stamp.
Same.
But we gonna talk about the game all we want. I talk about Najee all day long. Najee Marshall,
he do.
up motherfucking Xavier doing his thing.
All day.
All day long. Bad motherfucker. Talk about all them kids.
Ain't nobody.
We don't hate on that shit.
Good.
Who's the
Nigga,
best
we
player
love
you
that
seen?
shit.
Who's the best player you seen this year in high school basketball?
In high school back this year,
In this area.
motherfuckers might be fucked up with me. I love Daniel from motherfucking Blade.
Yes, sir.
He full grown out there.
Best player.
That's his
What I seen.
No, I'm just asking. Like,
From what I've seen. You asked me a question, I answered it.
Right.
I'm going with Daniel from Blade.
I would like to go around the table and get that from all the OGs in the table. Who's the best player you seen? Charlie Mo,
Young from Paul the Six.
Jeremy Rose.
Yeah.
Soft.
Yeah, I like the little soft.
Bad
too, yo.
motherfucker.
I think he a bad motherfucker.
Yeah, he on the way.
Coach
live,
well,
so.
good coaches.
I'm talking about him.
Yeah, no,
That
he a bad motherfucker.
Live.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, young and go.
Keep going around the table.
Hey, we ain't allowed to speak on that. We're
Yeah,
from the
y'all
media.
can't. Yeah, y'all can't. So they
You
can't.
getting us into trouble, Kirk.
That's a good segue.
We
into
talking about the shit.
No,
That's
that's-
what I'm saying.
that's-
That's what the shit is about.
No, that's a good segue into the
We
awards.
need to know what the fuck is going on.
So that's why I need to come to the awards and
I'm
go from
asking
there.
you.
They got the
Y'all
awards
ask me.
showing up.
I think
ask my
Roach.
question.
I think, in my opinion, Roach. Jeremy Roach. I mean, I'm biased. He's one of our kids. Came from my league,
Okay.
Not a batch,
but I like him. You know what I'm saying?
Tough, man.
I like him a lot.
I only saw.
Are we couldn't Baltimore? Because we saw Baltimore, Jalen Smith to me.
No, we don't. See, we.
Why? The awards has Baltimore kids.
We're not talking about the awards right now. We talking about
No, we see. They
No,
that
because
bullshit.
we have to though. Why can't we
We
talk
ain't
about
gotta
that?
do-
I'm
gotta
talking about
do
this- for this
shit.
conversation right now.
We
talking
said
about-
we come. We
That's
talking in
the
the area. In the
area.
area.
That's the
In
area to me. That's the area. They play
No,
our AAU teams.
Baltimore's not in
Our
the
kids
area.
go up there. Their kids come down here.
Baltimore's not
They
in the
play in the
area.
PYBL. You had their games on your internet,
That's
on your
that-
site.
That's
You
your
had
area-
those kids on
that's
your
your
site.
area for your
How's not
awards.
the area?
That's your area for your awards.
But tell me how's not
For
the
this,
area.
it's not our
You
area.
cover
not-
Baltimore
that's not-
kids.
it's
Yes
not
or
an
no?
area for the
Wait,
question.
hold on.
Area.
You cover Baltimore
It's
kids.
not
Yes
an
or
area for
no?
the question, man.
Yes or
Not
no?
for the question.
It's
Not
not
for
an
the
area for the question.
I would say that.
It's not an area for the
Look,
question.
this is their show, and they're asking us.
Yeah, it's not an area for
the
the
area
question.
they cover.
And I
what they
said,
do.
are we talking about
Yeah,
Baltimore?
right.
This is what we doing. We doing hyper local, man. We hyper local. Hyper
So
local.
to me, Baltimore is all inclusive to
The
me.
Foster and Baltimore regiments came to show. We ain't talking about high school
went to
basketball.
Georgetown.
Him and Muggsy in
You
there.
bought.
We talking about
Right.
damn.
If you include
That's more so worse than that.
Baltimore, you're gonna have a different
Totally
answer than
different.
if you
Trust
include
me, totally.
DC.
See, that's a whole other conversation. You don't understand that. Hey,
Rested.
I only seen 3 games all year.
Where's Johnny
But Daniel just dominated the game.
man, I'm going
I
down.
take nothing away from the practice. I didn't see any practice. I saw DeMatha once.
Who'd you say?
I love their point guard.
Daniel.
The game I saw,
was that?
their point Blade.
They played 9
The
o'clock.
point guard at Blade was amazing. The one game I went to. I mean, I'm sorry, DeMatha. What's the point guard kid? They left hand kid.
Jameer
Man,
Young?
when I watched him the
Yeah.
first game against
I ain't
Roosevelt,
seen him yet.
he was. Maybe it was just a good game, but he was
An effective political connect.
like unbelievable
PYB.
for them. Like unbelievable. I like that kid Hunter too, but I think to me that from what I saw this year out of 3 games, Daniel was the best.
Left hand kid. You talking about Earl?
The point guard. Nah,
Jameer Young?
Jameer, is he left-handed?
Hey, the Malcolm?
They're both left-handed.
Yeah.
But Jameer,
Oh, you talking about the kid that transferred from Clinton Christian?
nah, not him.
Nah,
Not him.
nah,
He didn't.
Jameer transferred from Riken.
Right.
You talking about Earl?
Man,
Earl
I'm
Sutton.
saying, but the way he played the one game I went to, like I said, I ain't see all year.
not in our
Motherfucker
area.
amazing, though.
Never PYB over here.
Shot the ball well,
How
set
many
his teammates
categories are you
up.
giving awards for? Yeah, can we talk about the awards for?
Yeah. So I was gonna say, what's the setup for the awards? Like, what's the categories?
Yeah, we're talking about first of all how we came up, how you came up with the idea and brought us all together. Arize hit me up.
It's all you, man. Come on, man. Look now, come on now.
Nah, 'cause like,
Talk
yeah,
about the wars, man.
We
know
Talk
you're
about
not
the wars, man. Talk about the wars, man.
I mean, it's something I thought of around this time last year. I mean, again, I don't want to take all the credit, but
But I will.
It was your idea.
It was 100% his idea.
I thought of it. Go ahead, comment, start hating. So I thought of it.
Who started hating? Hold on. Fuck
The
all that.
comments. I said, go ahead, start hating.
So, don't
I
worry
said the
about that.
comments.
Don't worry about that.
Yo,
Tell them how you really
Talk,
feel.
yeah, talk
I
about
always
your,
say how I feel. I ain't
talk
say that
about
in
your
the last
project,
hour.
man. We ain't worried about this.
So,
we ain't talk about what you doing.
Go on, what you going on?
Go ahead, OG. Go on.
Yeah, do what you talking about.
So, it's an event we came. I thought of around the time the NBA awards came up because I'm always looking for opportunities to, help out and create, opportunities to do dope shit. I thought it'd be dope to have like a formal affair. Kids come out, we have the best, area in the country to have really awards, and I see that it's based on all the different media platforms, etc. So I thought it would be a good look. So I reached out to people who I felt were respectable individuals, brought together the brain trust of 11 individuals that I felt like were well respected, get to enough games from DC, Baltimore, Virginia, and here we go.
What awards you giving out?
So, I guess they can take it from there. They know all the awards. They know the awards, right?
Let me get them out.
What's the awards that's all given out at the first annual joint?
Yeah, so we're giving out Player of the Year awards for seniors, juniors.
At each level? Oh,
Yeah,
that's
Player of the
tough.
Year for each class.
Damn, that's
That's tough.
Yeah, then there's
I
also
thought you were doing one for the whole.
Oh no,
That's
each
tough.
class.
Yo, I like that shit.
There's also going to be some other stuff like
Dunk of the year,
yeah, Dunk of the Year,
Locker room
Dunk of the
award,
Year.
Play of the year.
What's that? Locker room?
locker room award, just leader.
Overall
Best
player of the
overall
Leadership.
leader, yeah, leadership award.
Coach of the year.
Player
Coach
of
of
the
the
year.
year.
Got Coach
Coach
of
of
the
the
Year,
year,
got Academic Award,
academic achievement,
That's what's up.
lifetime achievement award.
Rising Stars. AKA the PYBL Award at Wilson in the auditorium.
Okay, so Ryan
Wilson on March 12th,
6:30.
6:30 to 9 o'clock.
Alright.
At the auditorium in Wilson, March 12th, 6:30 to
Man,
9 o'clock.
tickets, man.
Nah, it's free. Everybody free. It don't we ain't charge.
VIP, man.
OG, you know your way. Come on, man. You know how we
So where I'm at in the building? Where I'm at?
You're presenting, huh?
Where I'm at?
Now I'm about to get to that. I'm trying to get. What's up? How come they must love you in these comments? They don't ever say slow down or nothing. You just you get all the old head love. Anything I say, they be like, young nigga, fall back. Let's go with you talk. As soon as you talk, they like, get his ass, get his bitch ass. God,
They not, nigga.
I don't give no love.
I got top notch security.
Yeah, I see. And that's why I said I say you respect it. It's clear. You respect it because anything you say is law.
Where you at though? On that whole level, like the presentation.
So basically, we have a lifetime achievement. We can't leave that out. Eddie Myers getting a lifetime achievement award.
My motherfucking man.
My man too.
We got. I remember it's funny because I don't know. But anyway, so we also basically it's, great ceremony, informal affair. We have different presenters from Wayne Pratt, Keith Veeney, Kurt Smith,
Being my man.
Chad Ricardo, Carlos Gray, was Vincent Gray's son. What other presenters we got? I sent y'all the joint. Water presenters. Oh, of course, they're presenting an award here.
No women's awards, man. No girls awards.
See, the thing about, again, we trying to go from a place of credibility. I used it. You told me I was going to use it over.
Yeah.
Use it.
Over under Arize saying the word credibility. It's 2.5. You got 1.5 to go.
So that word I just said, we don't see enough of the girls. So our goal is to get in I don't want to say in bed, but
no. So let me comment. Can I comment on that? Can I comment on that? The girls is super important, but we don't have like the cover. Like we focus on boys. If someone else wants to focus on girls, we would support that, and we would love them to do that.
Ask somebody to his staff to cover that part.
But you know what? I want to.
My staff.
But Mark,
you paying my staff?
But Mark,
my staff is me.
But Mark, you make a really valid point because I get asked about that myself a lot. It's not like covering boys don't mean you don't appreciate basketball.
All the time, people are like, you don't give girls love.
It's the resources needed.
Right.
And also, it's understanding the game because girls basketball is not boys.
Not the way he covers it. Cover hoops, you know what I'm saying? It's only him, so he can't cover everything. Arize doesn't do the events like he does for girls. Nothing against him not doing it, but it's just not there right now. Yeah, everybody pretty much is solo. We all do this on our own basis. But the girls' side, it's not covered the way the boys is for whatever reason.
Because everybody ain't going to all them games like that. You can call them up like, man, you went to that such a game like that. That motherfucker don't
But allow me to shout out a few girls that definitely bump. What I thought about doing was just giving out like just a girls' player of the year period because there's some girls out here that bump
they can play
at a high level.
No doubt.
No, I'm talking about like better than some dudes like. Actually, what's her name? Nowusu and Paul Six. It's a grown woman out there. Y'all gotta watch her play. It's must see TV.
And what about the freshmen?
Would she be getting acknowledged?
I mean,
on March 12th?
No.
But I think to his point though, it's a credibility thing.
It's tough.
So I understand what you mean, but
we don't have we don't know
their name.
Yeah, but we don't know.
I mean, Ozzy
She might deserve it though. She might deserve it.
But if you ain't, I think what he's saying is if you ain't seen 100 girls, it's hard to say
exactly where they fit in. And it's tough to do both without half-assing one of them.
But it's two different. But it's two different games though. Like what's valued in the girls. Like I saw Roosevelt girls today. They have a center. They call her DJ. She's throwback, Joe. Rebound, clean the paint up, amazingly skilled. But like, there's no real appreciation for that. No, she's not flashy, but she's like
she's not a big basketball.
She just know the game. Yeah. Like I was out there like, God, you know what I'm saying? But
the best girls
but we don't. But here,
athletic.
the thing about our generation is if you can go through the legs in the game, people think you get 1 million views on YouTube. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to bring that appreciation. It's hard to bring that appreciation out.
So that's why we that's my thought on the awards. We're also doing something else collectively again called the E League, which is like the Exposure League. Which is basically like a EYBL style circuit, during the summer for like non-sponsored teams, where we're gonna give them exposure. We're gonna have shot clock and legit stats. Shout out to my boy Marcellus. They'll be providing legit stats for each game.
Tournament.
We want to give them that EYBL experience without having to play for takeovers and the.
Not because you all, but shout out Marcellus, man. There's no Legend Coalition without that dude.
No bullshit.
You know what I'm saying? Like that dude
That's
is
hell of a dude,
whatever impact we had, he came right behind it with the stats and shit. I mean, yo,
people love seeing that.
He changed that.
Always keep a smile on his face too, man. You always smile.
Different level.
So I mean,
right there.
So that's the E League is like something we're doing for like non-sponsored teams. 15 under, 16 under, 17 under, 12 teams per division. 4 different sessions. We'll each run a session, and provide exposure to the top 4 finishers, advance to the semifinals and the championship. So like, we got a lot of things. We got moving towards.
And it's during open periods.
No, it's during the non-open periods. But what we want to do is like, there's so much like shit in the game in the AAU with like dudes is leaving teams, playing with these dudes, playing with these. We want to make it. We want to make it meaningful. Like so, you have to lock in your roster, play with your same team. They know I'm playing with this one session, this one session. We're not. It's trying to bring some structure to the shit. You know what I'm saying? Because we feel like it's so much foolery out here.
You can still in the open periods. You can still go to the place you want to go to.
Of course.
But you know what I'm saying? In those non-open periods, you still got good basketball, quality basketball.
You can't compete with the open periods.
Right.
It's a waste of time.
So
unless you're in the same
not even that you
locations.
can't compete because we're not even going for those teams. We're going for the teams who don't have the opportunity to have that experience of playing in sessions and being excited for something and getting exposure.
So literally, it's a league. If you
it's a league.
it's a league.
Exactly. So that's the whole point of
It's a league, not a tournament.
No, it's 4 tournaments. You play 3 games each tournament, 4 sessions, like the EYBL, but it's not a champion until the final tally of wins and
qualified.
Exactly.
How many teams y'all gonna have again?
12 per each, so it's 36 total for the first year. We'll hope to expand.
9th, 10th, 11th grade.
Yeah, so we got a lot of things. There's some things we're doing in the fall.
Is it grade-wise or age-wise?
It's
Age, right?
It's whatever AAU is. We haven't found out.
AAU is
Grade.
AAU is great.
AAU is great, but they have great exceptions though. But it is great. But I mean, that's the whole point of everything we're trying to do. Is like that's why I felt like the time was now to want to come to your platform and share these things because I didn't think you can always have a great idea without the right people involved to execute. It's just a great idea. Exactly. So that's why I reached out to you guys. And even though let them tell that I don't pay homage, but I respect people who've come before me, done it the right way. And I'm gonna push it forward. I'm just not gonna be embarrassed about financially benefiting from it. So that's it.
That's good shit though, man. Hey, look, that's a real good platform though. That's
why you think that you supposed to be beneficial of this shit? This supposed to be beneficial to you.
I mean, but you gotta remember,
that shit take time.
Right, but you gotta remember from in the basketball business and any type of I don't want to get too, but I'm just now I'm gonna keep it real. Like in any type of profession, when you're trying to put on anything and people can look and see, my money's directly going to James. My money's directly going to Marcus. My money's directly going to Arize. This shit ain't worth no $12. This shit ain't worth no $10. But if I come to your job and tell you, nigga, you're not worth $50,000, you're not worth $60,000, you'd be offended. But you're telling me what my blood, sweat, and tears is worth. That's the nature of what we live in. And it's not even like a black thing, a white thing. It's just a basketball thing. People come and they come and see what you're doing. They feel like it's not worth it. People want their kids, because they can kind of play basketball, to play their games at the Verizon Center and to be able to have to pay $1 to come in. That's the reality of it. That's the reality. So because of that, I'm telling you what it is up front.
But I think it's always going to be in this country a weird thing when you're profiting off of something that the people that's providing the service don't get nothing, not financially can't benefit from. That's always going to be a difficult conversation. I get you. You shouldn't be embarrassed by it. But people looking at the kids like I'm coming to see the kids. There's not going to be $1 from this officially.
Meanwhile, they're playing in Jordans.
No, that's fine. That
costs way more than $12.
That's fine. I'm just saying that's where it comes from. Is like that's why no matter what
all
you
of
do.
not though, Rize.
What you mean? Which ones?
All
not?
of not.
Which ones not?
A whole lot of them.
Which ones?
It's a lot of non-sponsored teams.
And those kids don't have the Jordans?
No. A lot of them not.
Because me growing up, people was killed for Jordan, so it was a big deal.
A lot of them not.
People lost their life for Jordan, so that's what I'm saying.
A lot of them, I know.
You can't say a lot, a few.
A lot of them not.
I feel like that shit could possibly grow though. I mean, if it get to a certain level,
everything I do, I want it to grow.
If it got to a certain level,
you're not getting that shit everywhere you go.
You could probably have satellite having your.
We plan on having a podcast.
Yeah, having your. But I'm just saying having your.
That's off the show talk, Bryson.
Say again.
It's off the talk show. Some shit y'all missed. Yeah, we get.
No, I was just saying if it shit grew to a
and
certain level.
Guess what? You saying it right now?
You have to do
That
it
shit
on
could be
the
done by another whole group.
Bryce and
Tonight,
wired,
they
man.
like, they can boom.
Bryce
It's
is
good.
wired.
He's moving.
You wired.
Did it do a live?
Hey,
Wired.
my man is a good dude too. I don't
Trying
cut
to
you
catch
off.
Sean Miller.
Hey, look, my man is a good dude too.
You cutting everybody.
I met my man in Atlanta. No, I met my man in Atlanta at the Final Four.
Do the show.
I met my man in Atlanta at the
show.
Final Four. Good dude from day one. Been the same type of dude. I met him. I was 21. My first time in the A. No, not first time in the A. First time in the A for the Final Four. He came in. He had a little. Should I say? He had a little thought. He flew in. I don't know the relationship. He was cool. Yeah, he was cool. Young lady.
Young lady.
I don't know.
What does that mean? What that mean? That whole
Nah, I know what that means. But he had a little young lady. He flew in. He showed her a good time. Good man. Poured up. Showed me love. You know what I mean? Good man. So he's always.
She showed you love?
Nah, she ain't showed me.
That was the next one. Yeah.
But Charlie Moe, good man. Met him down Chavez. He was a good man from day one. Coached a lot of my good young men that had a little off the court issues and stuff. Yeah. Good man. So I mean, anybody who say that, whatever, all this other stuff. I mean, people who really know me. You know?
So I don't know you, man.
Yeah, I don't know you.
Yeah, I don't know you.
Who's the top player in the area? That's what I want to know.
Summer Breeze.
Who is the top player in the area?
Right now?
Right now, high school.
Who's that?
I gave my vote up.
Shout out to Mel. Shout out to Mel. And you should not be ashamed of benefiting financially.
I gave my vote up.
Shout out to Mel.
I said
George.
Yeah, Mel George.
That's my aunt.
He hollered at me. His son, he be in the club with us. Good man. But yeah, go ahead.
Who was that?
Mel George, his son.
Mel George.
His son be in the club with us, man.
You know what I'm saying? That was Mel George.
Yeah, Ma, he be in the club with us.
Ma,
Pouring up.
yeah.
That's my man. Good man.
Good youngin'.
What's up, Mel?
But but yeah, we just trying to do some things. You know, like I said, these my good men right here. We all coming together, do some things for the area.
Mel the player of the year, man.
Player of the year. You gotta come March 12th and see.
They can't say
No. What he's saying is who up for it?
Who up for it?
Yeah.
Hey, can we name all the nominees for each
Well,
category?
Right. What the
Each
fuck?
category?
Yeah.
All right, so start with senior player of the year.
Overall.
Read the list, James. Senior player of the year.
Overall.
Talk for a
Man,
second.
we got
Give me a
DMV.
couple seconds.
Who? Man, we doing it, man. What the fuck?
Which award you want first? I got them right here.
Oh, yeah.
Overall.
I know overall. That's each
Player of the
class.
year.
Each class.
Ninth grade.
Ninth grade. Who the ninth grade? You got Trevor Kills.
Aminu Muhammad, 2 freshmen from Gaithersburg, Jordan Hawkins and Jao Atuka.
You got Chase Adams.
That little
Chase Davis.
motherfucker.
Chase Davis.
Like
I'm saying
Is it
names.
me, Muhammad, nigga from Curl?
Yeah.
You got Jordan Rayford,
He
Georgetown.
He got
He got that.
Okay, but that's a great argument,
You
right?
said Carolina.
That's a great argument, right? Because some would say that's what people have said, right? I won't get y'all opinion because we don't have an opinion on it.
Curl,
Our opinion.
man, hands
People
down.
will say that, but if he played at Paul VI, he wouldn't be doing all that. So therefore, Trevor Kill should win it.
Man, nobody got nothing
But
to do with all
he
that
playing
shit.
with
Hey, but I'm biased. I'm biased. Hey,
I'm
I'm
letting you know what he
biased.
said.
Hey, but I'm biased to the kid from Gaithersburg because I seen him outplay some college motherfuckers in the 8th grade.
Well,
That
I
motherfucker
seen this
can-
mother from Curl Hickenbook.
I ain't seen him. I heard though.
Y'all talking about the dude
Yeah, got averaging like 20.
24?
Hey, can I interject?
With the long arm? With the long
be
arm.
Hey, Trevor bad motherfucker.
And
With the long arm.
Shit,
He like that.
And then that's
Trevor
what
Kills real deal Holyfield. I
He
coach
ain't
his
going
older brother.
to Curl next year.
We only talking about
Shout out to
next
Trent. Shout out to my man
You
Trent.
went to a
His
ninth
older
grade.
You
brother.
go Trent?
I coach Trent.
That
I
nigga
Montgomery
nigga.
College.
Hey, Curl.
He awesome.
He for real?
He awesome.
He come with that motherfucker fried.
He in ninth grade?
Ninth grade.
Nah, Rick, he real deal.
He made first team all WCC, right?
First one on WCC. He's a real deal.
So that he awesome. That nigga book. Nah, fuck that. That nigga book. He can book. But now, I haven't seen all of them, but
We got a lot of good kids. We Jalen Miller's, St. James, Mike Aiken, Thurgood Marshall. You know, we spread it out. We got some kids.
Tim graders.
Ryan Conway.
Ryan Conway from Baltimore.
Keno Lilly,
What-
Chase
what-
Davis.
what about the
Keno
Tim
Lilly
graders?
from and who had a great dad before his father.
Now, that's the freshman class, right?
Yeah, freshman class.
Now, that's talking about sophomores. Sophomores.
Freshman Calvin Christian.
Julius Ellerby.
Oh, yeah, Julie.
What about the sophomores?
Sophomore is stacked. Jeremy Roach from PVI. This kid from Baltimore. So
Oh,
we're including
the point
Baltimore
guard
in this.
from Baltimore
Yeah,
Six?
sophomore.
Yeah, I don't want to hear nobody else's name.
Hey, you seen him, Bo?
I'm done.
Bo,
I'm
you
done.
seen him?
Yo, there's others.
Nah, he like
Nah,
him?
that class is stacked.
Yeah,
That class is stacked.
the big sophomore from
Sophomore class,
DeMatha,
yeah.
Hunter Dickens boy.
Oh, the big talk.
Bad
Yeah,
motherfucker.
no, he nice.
I didn't know he
And
was
then there's a
this
kid
great.
from
He nice,
Baltimore,
he nice.
Ace Baldwin, who's like
nice.
in that class with those dudes.
Yeah.
He's the best point guard in Baltimore. Second best
Isn't
point
Ike
guard.
Cornish on there?
Kid from Poly, Justin Lewis. Is,
Yeah.
I mean, he's nationally ranked.
Is
Earl,
Ike Cornish on
is
there,
Earl
right,
on
too?
there?
Oh,
Yeah, of course,
Roach
Earl's
though?
on
Yeah, Earl's on there.
Earl's on there.
Roach bad motherfucker.
Terrence Williams.
At the
Terrence
Master
Williams.
last year, I seen him in take practice and everything. That nigga like that.
Darius
No, he
Miles
like
and Marcus
Boomer
Dockery.
Yeah.
Duke recruiting him. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. I mean,
That's
hip
it.
though. Yeah.
Oh, hey, two sophomores at Theodore Roosevelt, Darius Miller and Marcus
Oh,
Dockery.
yes, indeed.
There's my
Dominguez
Oh,
Stevens.
Rob
Dominguez
Niggas
Stevens
kid?
for
Yeah,
sophomore
he
player.
getting flat out boogie.
There's
My
my
guy,
Both playing the PYBL.
Elijah Wood.
Yes,
Elijah
yeah.
Wood.
You guys familiar with Elijah Wood?
BCC. Yeah.
From what school?
BCC. No,
I
he
ain't seen. I
Just took an unofficial to Kentucky last weekend.
That motherfucker Roosevelt boogie.
Will he be a BCC?
He can play. I saw this.
Cut.
God, what is it?
I saw this.
Hey, that's Claude Green, brother. Coach.
Elijah Wood like
Yeah.
a point guard, bro. He run the point.
Shooting guard.
10 turnovers.
Yeah, but he runs the
Play
point
some
guard.
more.
He was the point for BCC?
Yeah,
Play some more.
It's like 6'4",
Elijah Wood.
6'5".
He was the point for
He runs the point
For them, that's why he had 10 turnovers.
He's a true one.
Yeah, he runs the point.
Very
Six
true
five.
one. Yep.
Yeah.
Athletic as shit.
Let's get to the juniors.
Bring him Montgomery County back.
Elijah Wood.
What about the 11th graders? The 11th graders.
Yeah, R.J. Blakeney from
That
San Diego
motherfucker
already.
is
Oh,
white.
we're forgetting.
Huh?
Go ahead.
At the Elite 80s, yo, R.J. Blakeney.
You got R.J. Blakeney. You got Justin Moore.
Justin Moore from DeMatha's.
And Harris.
R.J. Blakely play
He
for.
played for
Goretti.
Go
Nah, we played them.
games.
Team
Nigga
Mello.
that jumps out
Team
the
Mello.
Yeah, y'all did play them. Y'all
His
played
family.
them.
He has two uncles that
He
went
don't got no
to
jump
Boise
shot.
State.
Great decisions.
He athletic as hell.
Athletic,
He
yeah.
gonna put it
Right.
in your head, Joe.
Yeah, and that Elite 80 where it's just wide open like that, he gonna kill
What's
that.
the juniors? Read the juniors on.
You have Woody Newton from McKinley.
Haven't seen him yet. Heard about
Oh,
him.
Big Woody?
Against us.
Big Woody a better football player than basketball.
He
I don't
impressed me,
think
man.
y'all know that shit.
I knew it.
Yeah, Big Woody played
he
quarterback
played
for that motherfucker when he trust him.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
You got
PYBL kid.
Jay Heath.
PYBL kid, another
Jay
one.
Heath, state
They all
champion.
out.
Casey
What do you-
Morcell is
what do you-
another.
Casey Morcell.
What is the boogie?
He only
We go down the line.
Yeah, Casey Morcell's a junior. Who else on there?
Jason Gibson. From
Jason Gibson from Sidwell.
Xavier Johnson from Episcopal.
Yeah.
Xavier Johnson.
Colin Schlee from Oakdale. That's the sleeper.
Not a PYBL kid.
That's the sleeper.
Not
What was his
We
name?
got one kid from like the Frederick County area on these whole awards, and he'll be bringing the whole city of Frederick down with him.
Hey,
What's up?
You got Anthony Harris from Paul
yeah,
City.
and Harris. And who else?
Jordan Harrison from Westfield.
Yeah, George Harrison from Westfield High School, right?
Yeah, Big Q.
My man did his
from
work.
Flint Hill.
Yep.
Yeah.
Quadis Wahab from Flint Hill. Yeah, we got
So
some
now let's get to the seniors.
seniors. And before we get to that, I gotta give a shout out to Brandon Slater and Prentice Hub, who injuries is the reason. They would definitely be on the list.
You know what? To be honest, I don't think we would have this debate if Prentice played the whole year.
You might still have a debate.
That nigga like
I
that.
disagree.
Yeah, you might
I think we'd still be having a conversation.
definitely be
for
having a
sure.
conversation.
That Prentice would have no competition.
I think
No,
Prentice-
I know. I'm not
I think Prentice would have won WCSC player of
I'm
the
saying
year.
like that. I'm not saying like
I
that.
think he'd have won it over
I think
Xavier.
that he would be on that.
Oh, he'd be on the
One time I
list.
saw
No.
Xavier hit a
High
horrible
list.
game.
Yeah, final
seen
two.
him
Like,
Damn,
boom.
he not.
When he messed up, when he
Marcus,
messed up
maybe
with Trayvon Dumas last
I
year.
don't think there's a guarantee.
That's a tough matchup.
He can.
For the seniors, you
was
got
Why is he turning
Nominees.
you got Jared
A lot of
Bynum.
people won't look bad.
Huh?
For the
See,
seniors,
I do. When them niggas play against them high level motherfuckers, outside
Hey,
of
Lamar Burns said Arize growing up.
pros.
Hey,
Jalen Smith gonna win
Lamar
that.
Burns my OG. That's my. I met him with you. That's why I met you. I met him with him. In the
Kid going to Maryland gonna win that.
I get what you saying.
Who?
Prentice, Prentice,
Only seen Prentice play once.
Mo, that's your guy.
So
But yeah, for the
Prentice
seniors, you
senior,
got
Marcus.
Jared Bynum. You got
Yeah,
Jared
yeah.
Bynum.
Hey, Jared, that's your man's son.
Prentice.
Hey, Jared Bynum, your man's son, Georgetown Prep. We was talking about that with that.
Oh, my little Skip Bottom son. Ken Boogie. Little Shorty Ken Boogie.
Jermaine Harris from Rock
Shorty
Creek.
Ken
Jermaine
Boogie.
Harris, that's your man's son. Big boy from Rock Creek. You know.
Jalen Smith.
Can do it.
Going to Rhode
Rhode
Island.
Island?
Yeah.
Jalen Smith.
Yeah, Emmanuel Quigley.
Manuel quickly.
Quickly going to Kentucky.
Nice little class, though.
Yeah, Donovan Totley. From
Yeah.
Riverdale.
You know Toby.
All my players.
The one that Ducky Vaughn was coaching in
Yeah,
the
we got Malik Miller from Friendship Tech.
Yeah.
I like Shorty.
You had him with
So shot man.
Yeah, going to Morgan State. Jordan Miller from Loudon Valley, going to
You had
Georgia
Mason.
State.
I didn't know that.
He from your area.
We got Oladapo on this list.
Yes, sir.
You better have him. If y'all don't, y'all motherfuckers tripping. Shout out that motherfucker from Blade, that nigga Boogie.
Yeah, we got Noah Lott from McDonough's going to Florida.
He going to Florida?
Great kid, great family.
And you know what's so wild though? The people don't even know these motherfuckers. Y'all letting us know about these motherfuckers. Like, and that's the glory of the whole shit. Let motherfuckers know who out there right now.
We got the best dunker in the class, Matt Blunt from Springbrook.
Hey, that's Charlie Moe man from last year.
Oh, that's number award? That's number award?
No. But I'm just saying.
That's my man.
He's on the senior list.
30 by 30, baby.
Oh, the light skin dude?
Yeah.
LeBron should have, he dunked that. Yeah, see, you know what, man? That motherfucker right there is cold athletic.
We got the that's it. We got the
No, we got
That motherfucker
Oladapo,
right here,
Vado Morse from Bullis, going to Mount St. Mary's.
Baltimore, yeah.
Demetrius Mims from Poly, going to Long Beach State. Darian Simmons from Rundle Christian, who Mark was talking about earlier.
90 points.
And Allende Akeem from Wilson, the last member.
That motherfucker. Hey, I see no.
That's the senior award.
I seen that motherfucker play.
So read the coaches.
He can play.
Coach of the Year nominees, you got Jeff Holder from Gaithersburg.
Chuck Henry, man.
He's on
Chuck Henry, he's on here.
Man.
Angela Hernandez from Wilson.
Let him say them, then you tell who we're missing.
Renard Johnson.
Chuck Henry.
Nick Miles, St. Francis. Steve Turner, Gonzaga. Chad Dawson, Loudoun Valley. Cyrus Jones from Dunbar, Maryland.
Be more.
Chuck Henry. Chris Cole, Fat Cat, Rock Creek Christian. Glenn Ferrello. Paul
Undefeated, man.
Dwayne Shackelford, Friendship Tech.
Most
Chris Bolin, Paint Branch. Mike Powell from Carroll. And
I was about to say Mike.
And Rico Reed from Flint Hill.
You got some good motherfuckers. So you can only pick one?
Only one.
Yeah, that's slick.
Damn. How y'all coming up with that though?
That's
crazy.
We have 12 voters who are going to vote and
I better Hernandez win that.
we got Dunk of the Year. So another thing we're doing, we didn't add in, we actually have are compiling like nominee videos. So like we have Dunk of the Year nominees. We're gonna play them at the awards.
I said, was that an award? When they said dunk.
Yeah, we have Dunk of the Year and Play of the Year. Like all the buzzer beaters, we collected all this stuff. So we're gonna put out videos before that, so you can actually see the nominees yourself. And see, we already have the Senior Player of the Year nominee video. We're actually gonna play it at the awards. We got some crazy dunks, crazy buzzer beaters. This is a crazy high school season. So the first game of the season, it was a crazy buzzer.
Y'all gonna have food at the event and all that?
Yeah, we're gonna have some things. I mean, we ain't gonna go a la carte or nothing like that. But
No, that's OG. Make sure OG good.
OG gonna be good, but I'm saying we ain't gonna be no a la carte.
Hospitality room for
Make sure
the announcers.
Yeah.
Hospitality room.
No,
And then we got,
that's some good shit though.
And then we got so the beautiful thing about it is that it poses it does two good things, right? So first is the criteria, right? In my opinion, our criteria was three things. One, it's about the better season, not the better player, right? So you can say, oh, well, he's going to Kentucky, but he had a better season. This guy going to Mount St. Mary's had a better season. Oh, yeah. So it's the better season, not the better player. The second thing is that it's not a team award. I've heard this from this guy and this guy so many times. This group chat, it's not a team award. So it's not okay. Well, their team went undefeated. Their team lost 1 million games. It's not about. It's an individual award. So we have to reward excellence, like you played well. Because sometimes I respect the kid who stayed at his local high school. They might not have been that good, but he stayed there because it's just something about finishing what you started, rather than the kid who left and went to. And I'm not disrespecting, but left and went to whatever school. You know what I mean? And then the third thing is that it's all about the situation, your circumstance, right? So again, that brings up the conversation of like the Aminu Muhammad versus Trevor Keels, right? Both very talented players, but you can say like, oh, Trevor plays on a better team, so his numbers are affected by that, right? So for a kid who's going to a smaller school, they still have that chance to say like, well, I don't have to play on a stacked team to be nominated. Right. Now, whether you win, that's another thing. You got to tune in March 12th, but. You know, those type of conversations are very healthy in the basketball space because it's this misconception that you can't go to a public school and be recognized. A dude like Malik Miller got a chance to win it, who went to Friendship Tech Prep. Their games are in the heart of the hood.
Can I ask you this? Are you guys saying who the voters are? Or
yeah, they're listed on there. You can
they're listed on there right now.
So
I got a question I want to ask all of you guys. So Arize and I in particular have gone back and forth on this topic. Do you think that these awards should include the postseason, or do you think it should be just a regular season award?
Well, if it includes the postseason, then don't you kind of you're adding in the team factor almost like
That's what I
not
said.
dynamic?
Well, so this is my argument to that. My argument is, you look at a player's resume at the end of the year, and instead of saying they played, what were his numbers in 24 regular season games, you say what were his numbers in 30 regular season games. The fact that he wins a championship doesn't carry more weight, but he played in 6 games. Those 6 games count as his basketball resume for the year.
To judge it and see him, you see him a little more.
Yeah.
And but
I mean, you look at his whole body of work.
At the same time, I'm a true believer in the regular season.
Yeah, right.
That shit is already picked right there. Trae Young will get Player of the Year. This or him with the guy from Arizona. Or
Marvin Bagley.
the shit is no. I'm saying the shit is already picked.
No, he missed like fucking 10 games.
Yeah, he missed 10 games.
He missed him.
No. What I'm saying is the shit is already picked.
Jalen Brunson, man. Jalen Brunson.
Awards like that. I'm with you on that too, JB. Yeah, awards like that. They don't look at postseason. Postseason is more team oriented or whatever. But when you go on this Player of the Year, they not taking the playoffs or the.
Right, like
Hey, Mark, all I'm saying is,
I would go with just regular season.
if you do that, then you got to reevaluate the whole criteria
Yeah, I gotta
with
go
this
with
game
that.
That's what I
Because
told
you might have him motherfuckers
because his
spread out
criteria-
boogie
his
in the
criteria
postseason,
was-
and his name got to come up.
his criteria was the circumstance.
Yeah, I
so
agree.
now you're almost indirectly penalizing
That's
the kids
what I told him.
by the same time.
Regular season.
That's all.
Regular
But
season.
But if a kid is directly involved in the reason why that team is winning, like Daniel, for example, if Bladensburg wins the championship,
Regular season don't matter. The regular season.
that doesn't help him out.
Nah.
That doesn't help his resume.
Nah.
We didn't add
When you in college,
I'm just saying you
when you in college, you have a banquet before you start your tournament.
Right,
and that's the regular season.
Regular season.
This banquet is not
MVP.
before that.
Yeah,
This
but it's
banquet is
not
afterwards.
They go out the awards before the tournament
But we
starts.
This
aren't.
banquet's
I'm going
not.
regular season. Regular season.
no, all I'm saying is if you're going to
I'm saying
add
my vote.
postseason, you got to reevaluate the
I was outvoted,
circumstances that he was
I'm
talking
going
about.
regular season.
I was
Because they
outvoted.
directly contradict each other. All I'm saying is the metric he said where it's better season of a better team directly contradicts saying the playoffs. Because if I have a great season, but I don't have the pieces with me, and I want to say even with Daniel had a great year, my Player of the Year, but he got a little help by Team Eleanor Roosevelt that knocked off Wise, for example. I'm just saying.
Or another example, PVI went undefeated in the regular season and lost in the quarterfinals.
Right. So
penalized.
Suppose they,
All of this based
suppose
on
the
regular
Big
season.
East when Smith played in
That's
sophomore
why you
year.
have postseason awards.
Hey, boom. Suppose
You
when
know
Who
Smith
has
played in sophomore year.
postseason awards?
No.
Nobody really
I'm saying that's
does.
where you
That's
have
true.
little conference tournaments.
But they don't have that for high school. That's the thing.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But at the same time,
Or maybe you can have a best playoff performance
I think that
type category.
This is your OGs, Mark.
first of all, what y'all doing is some great shit.
This is your OGs.
No, this is no.
Is all met regular
First,
season plus playoff or
no,
is it not?
no, it's not.
I'm just asking.
Now I will say this though: you can look in some areas, like just from me doing the research.
Now, somebody must
Where
make
some-
it or what they
some-
did.
some-
they on the
they don't
bubble
announce it till
motherfuckers
the
might
Right,
go.
that's what I say.
He
If you look,
cooked in the States,
let's
so
say,
we gotta give him this.
let's say
That's what I'm saying.
it's
But
between.
for what y'all are doing, in my opinion, I like the regular season.
Yeah, no, because to his point, if you just
I like
traditionally
the
me
regular season. I like
spending a ridiculous amount of time researching this shit, you can tell where there was some bubble positions where okay, I'm gonna get this guy the edge because he won
Just
the state
because he
won the
won.
state
Yeah,
title.
Right.
Like I think it can be a tiebreaker, but to reward it is you're implicating some things that
You're putting the onus back on a better team.
So let me let me ask you this: if Daniel Oladapo scores 53 points on March 10th in the state championship, and Blazenburg wins the state championship and upsets Perry Hall, that shouldn't count towards his resume for his season.
No. What he did before that 53 counts. He just
I know,
some
but
some
I'm
other
saying,
shit.
but let's say Oladapo and another dude, let's just say it's up in the air and no one knows the answer. Oladapo scores 53.
It might
in the
come
state
down. It might come
championship.
down to
That's not part of his resume for the year.
I get you're right. But it should only come down to if you got two motherfuckers, then you judge it from what they do in that motherfucking postseason. But coming regular season, Player of the Year, that's regular season shit.
Right.
Because I get what Mark's saying.
No, I'm agreeing with
but
it.
nine times out of 10,
regular season.
9 times out of 10, your season's going to extend as long as your team
All that back in
can
the day, you
support
taking
you.
that picture right after regular season. They don't
Right,
care about
right.
the
That's right.
playoffs.
Yeah, right. I think regular season sums it up.
They ain't
Can we
care about the playoffs.
read off the other leadership and all that? Because we don't want to leave them kids out.
Yeah.
Leadership award was something that we all came up with collectively for like the unsung heroes, like program guys, great locker room guys, great teammates, great leaders. They might not be the most talented.
But where do we get that from?
What do you mean?
The locker room guys, the coaches. I mean, what do we? How do y'all know that?
What do you mean? Like, for example, there's kids at, again, the eye test, talking to coaches, you know, we all have regular basketball conversations with people.
Right.
And we say, like even when the recruiting kid, like, he might not be the guy that's going to fill the stat sheet, but he's a great guy to have in the locker room, great program guy, great guy to practice guy. We want to give those guys some light.
No, with that. No, that's a great word.
Right,
That's a great.
Yeah,
I'm saying, how do you pick that?
This is how we picked it. This is how we picked it. From the countless hours of, I mean, me and Marcus have probably watched more high school basketball than, I mean, maybe one or two other people were in that conversation. But from the countless hours, it's dude that we recognize as, like, yo, that dude is the best team leader that I've seen. That's basically what it boils down to.
Me and my man watch a lot of games, too, though. We have events. We watch the game all the time, too. Shout out to the event guys.
You two have watched more high school basketball than me and Marcus?
It's arguable. It's arguable.
I haven't watched more than them this year.
That high school basketball, but basketball, period?
I mean, I know these
But
kids.
this is a high school basketball award show.
No,
It's
no,
a
I'm saying-
basketball period award show.
That's
Right. So if I'm going to games, too, right, and then have summer league, where I'm watching 50 teams playing every night of the weekday, I can't say I watch as many basketball
You
games.
see the mentality of the kid.
Yeah, I'm saying,
Alright.
it's not just, come on, don't do that. You feel
But
me?
it takes a while to judge that though. For that award,
years.
it takes a lot of
Years.
research.
Years.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of these dudes on here, I mean, I've seen kind of
Read
like
the names, read the names, read the
groomed
names.
into leaders
Yeah,
over a
read the
couple of
names.
years.
That'll
Like
answer my
Miles
question.
Dredd, for example.
Read the
Yeah, you
names.
get Miles Dredd from Gonzaga, Cam Savage from South Lakes, Ike and Weekend, Georgetown Prep,
IK, Sweke.
Arize's cousin.
Darius Hines from Bishop
Yeah,
Iverson,
let that be known. Let it be known. I like that.
Richard Njoku from St. John's, Jaden Faulkner from Illinois
My man,
Roosevelt,
that's my young boy.
Brandon Slater, Paul VI, Darren Alexander, Richard Montgomery, Lincoln Yoder, Bullis, Elijah Bowens and Murray, Rasheed Gatling from Dunbar,
DC.
Darren Lucas White,
That's your
Fairmont
man,
Heights, Isaiah Moore from Flint Hill,
Water kid. Okay.
and Marcus Stevens from CD Hill.
So let me ask you this: so are these kids being invited to the award?
Yeah, everyone
Yes.
is invited. Everyone, period, is
But
invited. Those kids are.
let me ask you though, like, kind of back to what Kurt was saying. What did the winner do that the other kids didn't do that were nominated?
So, go ahead, I'll let you answer that.
Yeah, I don't hear Lawrence.
Why don't you answer some shit, man?
I keep saying I'm doing all the talk, I'm gonna
I
let
don't
them
hear
talk.
Lawrence Martin name on that list, man.
No,
LA?
like,
Yeah.
L.A.
no, I'm just curious, like what did the winner do? I guess it comes down to the judges. I guess.
I think it comes into who's the better player of the group, though.
Is that what it is?
I mean, if you're all leaders, I would say he's the best player of
That's
the
not.
leaders.
That's not.
That's my opinion.
But that's not a locker room guy.
Right.
The best locker room guy might be the size motherfucking team. So now you talking about
The dude
talent.
knows all the handshakes.
Exactly.
I think we can argue that everyone we named on that team gets minutes, right? Plays a lot.
Brandon Slater didn't play this year.
He played 9 games. He made the first team WCAC.
I thought he
played
was.
tonight.
I thought he was hurt.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
I
he got
didn't
hurt at the end. He got
At
hurt
the end, oh, okay. I thought somebody said he got
I
hurt.
missed
That's
9
right.
games.
In the middle of the season.
5
Okay,
for
I didn't know.
injury, and then 4
Towards
for
the end of the
illness.
season.
What school is he going to?
No.
So I'm saying I would think that leadership can be through play and through how you carry yourself as well. So that's why I say if all things considered,
It comes to
we'll
play.
go with the better player. That's what I would say. Because all those guys are talking about Darren Lucas, like these guys are leading their teams to state
We
championship
asked
on
some
and off the
questions.
floor.
We just want to know
Yeah, I got
how y'all explain this. How do you get that award?
Yeah. So
You know what I'm saying? But I think the kid from Heights, this motherfucker can play and he's a great leadership guy.
like a dude like Miles Dredd going to Penn State, he's probably one of the best. Like he's one of the dudes that's like almost annoying how good of a leader he is. Like, all right, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I was like his age or whatever.
I'm gonna ask y'all a question. Because y'all watch way more high school basketball than I do. I know myself. You got the kid from Fairmont Heights, point guard, kid from Wise, and the kid from Wilson. You need one point guard to run your show. Out of them 3, who you taking?
For what? One bucket, one possession, one season?
One
What?
game.
One game.
Oh, you know what?
I like Ayende.
I'm gonna make it a
would say
little more
Ayende.
complicated.
Well, seeing that we didn't nominate
Let,
sure whatever.
let me throw little Bynum in the Georgetown Prep.
What do you need your boys allowed to do?
It would be him though.
It would be yeah.
So
Do you need him to score? Do you need him to lead the team?
in the question? So let's throw him out. So boom, we know it's him. Them throughout his name.
He had a different type of opportunity.
That motherfucking play.
He had a different type of opportunity. He's a 4 years.
He's a different type of point guard.
Who
4 years
out of
starter.
them 3?
That's preference.
I mean, I think there's a lot of factors, like what kind of teammates does he have? What do you need this dude to do?
What do you need that point
but I
guard
think,
to do?
but all that aside, I think Allende is battle tested, and he's played in so many big games that if I needed one game for all the marbles, he would be the dude because of his experience in addition to his talent that I would have on my show.
And I would agree with you totally. Just by this one game watching him play, that motherfucker like he know that floor.
Yeah, he's fearless.
He love the game. And I would have him as this watching him play tonight. That leadership shit, Joe. No, he was going like to his players.
He's come a long way.
When them was dead, he was like, "We good."
But again, that's taken away from what the point of the award is because.
No, not the award. I'm just saying as far as
you said leader.
Player.
Oh, okay. You were saying leader because
no, I'm saying leader meaning like for me seeing him one game.
Right.
To me, he showed some mature leadership to his players, yo. Right. The dude was number 5. He missed a shot. He went to him and said, "Don't worry, we good." And he was down like 5 or 6. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Don't worry about that shit, we good." And he took over that game, son. Not from a scoring perspective. He was in that motherfucker getting in the lane, just doing what he do. And just the whole night when they was down by 7, Joe, he was encouraging his team like, we don't even worry about nothing. That he impressed me like a motherfucker with that.
Academic award.
And that was my first time seeing him play, though. So what you're saying, he's not as good up what I see tonight?
I didn't say that.
I'm asking you. No, I'm asking you.
Okay. Now I love to get that.
What's the?
I'm asking you.
What's the academic award?
Last, just players who excel in
Man,
the
fuck
classroom.
this. Let him answer the question. I'm asking you. I'm asking you.
Asking me what?
He's not as good as what I've seen today?
Allende is excellent. I'm saying, I thought you were talking about the leadership award.
No. I named 3 guards. Okay. Just pick one.
No, I would roll with. I haven't seen enough of Darren.
Okay.
Right. I haven't seen enough of Sherwin. I would say he has a great supporting base because he's been nominated a gazillion times on the website. But
Sherwin.
Yeah.
He
But
can play, man.
what I will say is that I know Allende personally. I know his family, everything like that. And Allende, if I would have put all my marbles on one point guard in the area, regardless of class, I would put on not even just so much because of how he can play, but he's so competitive. Like I think he actually wants it more than everybody else.
That's a great.
And because you got to think, Allende, and this will go back to what I say about my mission. Allende comes from a situation where he has 2 of his childhood AAU teammates in jail right now. Guys we spoke about on this show. Yeah. His father's been in jail. He comes from real things, real circumstances. So he's playing for something a little different. Him going to school, period, is as big of a win as whoever going to Texas or.
Has he signed anyway?
It's bigger. No.
Yeah.
But it's big. So for him, I know he wants it more because literally, if not, he knows what's waiting for him. It's different. It's not you're going to college regardless, write the check, you go wherever you want. If you're not going to school for basketball, you know what's waiting for you. So that's why I will roll with him. It's a different reason.
I definitely get your point, but I'm going to challenge your point in saying you only know his situation. You don't know these other kids' situation. It could be it could be the same situation with them.
It's not that for everybody.
No. So what I'm saying is, who you taking as far as a basketball player?
Right. I mean, I don't know.
As a basketball player, you taking.
This he's talking about from a skill perspective, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I ain't saying with the situation.
From the skills.
I haven't seen enough of the other 2.
Oh, okay,
to say
so you got okay.
Yeah, I just say that.
But I know Allende is the most competitive kid I've probably ever seen play in this area that I've seen competitive.
I'm cool with that. You know what I'm saying? But don't give me all the bullshit.
That's facts, though. Yeah. Everything I'm saying is not bullshit. It's facts.
But it's facts on what you
facts?
know. But you don't know what his other kids.
Yeah.
But you don't know what his other kids though. They might be going through the same shit.
I'm just telling you.
I just think it's a win-win situation because one, we deal with kids. We don't know who going through what.
You got this one.
You know what I'm saying? Let's get you these words.
Academic.
I'm gonna talk to you, boy. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk to you. I'm gonna talk.
I'm gonna put you. Hey, what I'm gonna put you on my Snapchat. So all the young niggas be like, "Man, I hate that." Like, yeah, you can see what I feel. Yeah, every old man at DMV that hate me, I'm gonna get all the kids that hate you. Right back on you. That old man. Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this right now though.
They gonna hate
Kurt, I'm gonna tell you this with Kurt though.
Fuck that.
They hate him till they see the footage.
He's like Joe
Then
Budden.
then they shut the fuck up.
It don't matter.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. They only gonna hate him for like 5 minutes. Then they gonna hit.
I speak facts.
Then they gonna hit. Then they gonna go to Google and YouTube and be like, "You tripping?" I'm just telling you. I done seen that happen.
The academic joint.
Okay, last week.
Which I actually think is a great thing. That's one of the most important things.
JB.
You know what I'm saying?
Right, trying to highlight those kids who were getting it done on both. Got John Preston from Rock Creek Christian, Stephen Parker from Lake Clifton, Sadiq Bay from Sidwell Friends going to North Carolina State, Max Johns from Woodbury Forest going to Princeton, right?
Yeah, Princeton.
Woodbury.
Princeton?
Near South Lakes.
Man, send him to Tommy Africa, man. Send him
South Lakes.
Send him out.
Jacob
And he's
Bowles.
averaging like 20 and 10 too.
Yeah, Jacob Bowles from Georgetown Day, Tyler Holly from Perry Hall, Milton Brown from Georgetown, Milton Brown from Tacoma Academy, Will Mulquin is from Georgetown Prep.
That's right.
Julian Levin from Wooten, Christian Griffin from Boys Latin, Diego Thompson from City from Baltimore, Joey Squarey from Whitman, Colin Namine from St. Albans.
And the men go ahead.
Hey, I'll let you do
right.
Georgetown Prep last name because again.
No.
IK and WK.
No, let me ask you this though about that award. Will anybody on that list be able to compete for the Player of the Year award?
There's nobody on that list.
There's nobody on that
I'm just
list.
let's say for example, could anybody you could say?
Oh yeah, man, I'm sure it's
Who's the best player
Who's
on
the
that?
best player on that list?
I mean, in my
The kid
opinion,
from going to GW.
Sadiq
Bay
Bay,
North Carolina
but he
State.
missed a lot of time this year. If he had played a full season,
got hurt, right?
he would definitely.
I
go-
forgot to
yeah.
add him in with Prentice and Brandon Slater.
He was.
A lot of
I mean,
time.
he played. I don't know. I
He
don't know how
blew
many
up
games he
this
played.
summer, though. God,
Yeah.
man.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
he
he
did.
blew up like shit.
Yeah, he's the best of this group.
Because Dwayne Simpson texted me one day, asked me I heard of him. Next thing I know, he was like,
JB.
I mean, John Preston's a D1 kid who's on here. Ike Nowecki's. I mean, he's a D1
Yeah,
kid.
Colin.
He going
Colin.
to Columbia, like in the weekend.
I mean, you probably got 5 D1s on here.
Shit. A lot of Baltimore kids.
I mean, Tyler Holly's low major.
Yeah, he's a football player too.
Yeah. So
So as far as you adding the
We got
Baltimore
private
crew,
stars.
who was the kid who was from Baltimore that's pretty good? I'm out the loop.
Jalen Smith.
Yeah, he's not on the academic one though. He has
I
great
think
grades.
you meant basketball.
Yeah.
Just basketball.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
That's the kid going
there's
to
2
Maryland.
McDonald's kids that are from Baltimore.
See, I'm not on.
Right.
I haven't been.
Who the
this
two
season.
McDonald's?
Quickly
Emmanuel
going
Quickly and Jalen Smith.
quickly going to
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Jalen going to Maryland.
Maryland.
Okay.
There hasn't been a McDonald's kid in
He
Baltimore
saved
since
his
2011, I believe, and
He
there was
saved
2 other
Church
this
in
year.
his job.
Who was it?
Who's there? Who's left?
Will Barton? No, he didn't make it. Josh
Will
Selby.
Barton was 09.
Selby was
Nah,
like,
that's 10.
Selby
Will Barton
was
was
older.
10.
Nah, Shelby 40, nothing though, ain't he?
Wait, he played with y'all down the farms, didn't
Shelby is.
He was the same year as Victor.
he?
So.
He
He
played with you down the farms.
Shelby like 28. I think.
Yeah.
He 1 year in Kansas.
Don't
He
think
was
on
09, dog. He was 09. He was 09.
I think Shelby.
I ain't gonna bet you. He was 09. He played in the state championship that year.
Okay.
7 years ago. He was
see,
in high
yeah.
school.
I
though?
think so. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, he only did 1 year. Kansas
Shelby was in high school 7 years ago.
Who?
It was actually
Shelby
2000.
was
It was actually
2010. What year Shelby come
2010.
out of high school?
Who was it?
Shelby.
What year
Nah,
Shelby come
Shelby
out of high
Shelby
school?
was 2010.
Shelby was 2010?
Yeah, that's my man. That's what I'm
Nah,
talking to.
2008.
Josh Selby was 2010. Same
Yeah,
year. Victor
Shelby
Oladipo,
on
Jerry
phone.
Grant. They were on the same high school team.
No, that's still 8 years ago.
Him and Victor was on the same high
No,
school team.
I'm
He wasn't no
from- I was in
2010.
seven-
Shelby was the year before Quinn Cook, 2010.
That's 8 years ago then.
No,
2010.
sir.
Yes, he was.
I thought Shelby was a little.
He was older than
I
that.
think he's a little older.
I don't follow Baltimore.
Shelby
Nah,
was
he
older than
making
that.
money on
Josh
the
Selby
season.
graduated
Who's
high school 2010.
Yeah, he went to Kansas 1 year.
Yeah,
When
2010.
he- 1 year.
Was he McDonald? He was
He got
McDonald.
Yeah.
drafted though.
He's the same year as the Kyrie Irving. The same
He won
year.
a slam dunk contest,
The
didn't
same
he?
year as Kyrie Irving.
Didn't he win a slam dunk at McDonald's?
He got drafted
That's
too.
2010.
Memphis drafted.
Oh, he went to prep school?
No, Will Barton. We talking about Will Barton.
So
Barton
Nah,
bad motherfucker.
He
Memphis
wasn't
drafted
McDonald's.
him.
He wasn't McDonald's though, was he?
Nah, because he went to 5th year.
Shelby
So
was.
Shelby came out in
Shelby left
10?
Memphis and went play with Reed at
Could sworn, damn, man.
somewhere in
Now he
Baltimore.
was Lake Clifton.
Lake Clifton,
Yeah.
yeah.
Josh
I
Selby.
mean McDonald's.
Yeah.
I knew he was a bad motherfucker.
With an asterisk.
No, sir.
He went to Mathis first, though, right?
Yeah, he was at John Carroll first. Then went to the
Let me ask y'all this though. Assume you're on topic. What do you guys think about how they selected McDonald's on Americans? Number one, what's that
don't
ridiculous
even know
nomination
how they
process
do
that
this.
you can nominate anybody and then
Yeah.
kids start saying that with 6 man on their JV team got a not McDonald's letter saying they got
Fairmont had two.
Right. Yeah.
and then guys like really talk about that shit.
Yeah. I mean,
it's-
to have your name like mentioned
Will,
in that like,
2010.
pantheon of just to be able to say my name is associated with McDonald's, everybody will just run with that.
And
you know?
then it's like,
Man,
you know, I look
he
in
was
my
2010,
research,
but he was
like the
prep
last
school
public school
2000.
guy between
He was
DC and
regular-
the
that was like when
DMV
he
When he
was
finished
Scotty Reynolds.
2009.
The last
When he got
DCPS public school kid was Mike Smith in 1990. So it's
He
crazy
class.
thinking how deep this area
He
is.
didn't even
Like,
go to
50,
John
20,
Wall.
30 years.
He didn't even go to McDonald's.
There's only been one.
No
He
bullshit.
can't. He wasn't McDonald's.
And the
I used to-
Private schools just they get looked at in a different light. They get more
He was 4 years
exposure,
in, he did a
and
year
people
prep
just
at
zero
Brewster
in on them more than
after
the public
his 4
schools.
years.
Yeah, it was Selby.
So high school,
What year was
he
that?
done it
2010?
2010.
2010 Selby?
I
I just
thought
thought it was
Dwayne
Hogan because
Morgan
he was
made
down there with y'all. No, he didn't. Should have though.
Selby went to Memphis. Man, was
He
drafted.
played like 1 or 2 years in the league.
Yeah, he was
But
like
you was done in the
25th
farm in
pick in the
2010,
draft.
right?
He was a what?
Yeah,
I thought you
No, he
played
was
with
Chase. No,
You
Chase.
said with Chase. Okay.
Nah,
Shut that motherfucker. That nigga was tough.
I thought he went late.
Nah,
first
I'm
round.
cool with him, his mom, all that. Second round pick.
Second round.
Yeah.
Nah, he ain't go first round.
I met
Nah, Selby did.
I met
He
a
went
great guy.
like late 30 or something like that, like
Okay.
30 or something like that.
Memphis, right?
Yeah.
40
Selby
something.
went 49th.
Yeah,
He got drafted the one pick after Pargo, right?
Yeah, he ain't go on first round.
After,
Oh.
He ain't go for, I know he ain't go first round. He was a bad motherfucker though.
Yeah. He only did 1 year at Kansas.
Dumb athletic.
But in the 80s, these,
Dumb.
I mean, public school guys stayed in McDonald's game, but just came after 90. It just
Yeah.
dissipated.
But back then, look at how what percentage of kids played public high school basketball versus
Well,
private
it was more. It was
basketball.
definitely more, but it's just weird. Like
way more.
yeah, it's
Way
just
more.
weird. Even though the
When,
90s, you
yeah,
talking
when,
about.
when did that switch start?
Well, I think that
I mean, it's
I think
It
progressive.
got to be
It's
like
been
I
very
guess the
progressive.
90s. But even then, even if you look back then, there was a lot of guys in public schools. I mean, in private schools. It just I guess it became more during the AAU type.
But the credit,
2000s is when it really went.
But the credit what
With
y'all
bananas,
doing,
right?
Yeah.
y'all are actually getting public school guys back in them type of games,
Hey,
them
can we
type of
make-
atmospheres.
Should we shout out the people
You know what I'm
on the
saying?
Brain Trust though? Because we want to give them some love.
That's what man. We gonna get all that shit.
Nah, I'm
man.
just making sure because
We gonna get all that shit, man. Don't start that shit, man. We got, you know what? We got all that.
No,
We
gotta
talking
pay
about some shit
bills,
right now.
man.
Yeah, we got all that right now.
It's the first commercial.
They say we got to pay some. Now we got all that, man.
you got all that.
Yeah, we got all that. But
You got
for y'all guys though, that's good though, man. Cause y'all get these kids, these public school kids recognized again. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Again, I'm saying, I ain't seen that much public school support at a city game in a long time, son. Motherfuckers didn't go to Wilson was wanting Wilson win. You know what I'm saying? Like no bullshit. And I'm like, God, and they met that challenge, yo. They let man fuck all that shit. Them niggas played, Slim. That was a good ass game.
If you think about their route to get there though, it was Roosevelt, Gonzaga, St. John's. Like
Right.
they had to beat some people.
No bullshit teams.
Well, all year they've been playing like they play anybody.
They play a hell of a schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had a couple.
It was in every event.
Yeah, they had a couple
They
losses.
had a game every Saturday.
They had a couple.
Wilson.
The only
They
thing that
play
separate them though,
everybody.
like if you look at the great teams, like when you look at, I don't want to say the great teams, but like HD from 2 years ago, they had some rough nights, but never like a bad night.
Shit, they played double overtime against Bishop Ireton at the Hoop Fest.
But like
Shout out Hoofat.
Wilson lost to like, Bowie or something like that. Then they came back and lost to somebody the next day or something. Like they had a rough patch where people start questioning. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But HD Wilson, I watched them one game that
Them
year.
motherfuckers played
Somebody
good
came
day,
from North
man.
Carolina.
That
They
was
was
good.
down like 10 and went on like
Oh,
a
yeah,
30
yeah.
nothing. I
That
was
was
with
our
you.
event.
Like a 30 nothing run, some ridiculous shit like that. But they found a way every night, and I think But that Wilson team, I did see them. They had a good team. They had a lot of size.
So
too.
who you taking between this Wilson team and that HD team?
I gotta go to HD team. I'm gonna tell you why. Keon Boyd.
Yeah. But as a sophomore,
When you say competitive,
You told me what's the team when they won it?
when they won it with 13
And this Wilson team, this
Woodson
team 2 years ago against the Wilson team now.
Yeah, I take Woodson.
I'm going Wilson.
Nah, no sir.
Well rounded. They
deeper.
Because if I remember
I'm
right,
going Wilson.
Woodson was down 20 to a better Gonzaga team
when?
at the Verizon Center. When they down like 15,
Last
20?
year? That's like
2 years
Georgia.
ago.
2 years ago.
2 years ago,
Wilson?
Verizon
It was a
Center.
Verizon.
I'm
down
going
20.
Wilson. I'm going with this Wilson.
Keon as a sophomore.
They was never down 20.
That
They
game
weren't
was
down.
crazy.
How much
They
were
were
they
never
down?
down
They were
20.
down.
Big like that.
How much were they
Like
down?
8. They was never down
Whatever it
20.
was, he scored 40, right? Against Chris Likes and all them motherfuckers.
I'm going with Wilson
No,
team over that HD Wilson team.
Hell no. Hell no.
But you giving credit to that because that game that you earlier you stated that them prop schools don't get up for those games.
That game though, for the most part. But that game, I'm saying,
I mean, Slim.
That
That front court from Wilson means, Slim. Them niggas finish at the rim. Them niggas running set screens.
Let me ask you this: would that Wilson team had lost the game,
that's one nigga y'all talking about.
Wasn't going for that.
That's one nigga y'all talking about.
That's how much.
He couldn't beat him by himself. He couldn't beat him by himself.
What Wilson team had lost to that Bowie team?
I love that Wilson team, man.
I love
that Wilson. I love that Wilson.
No, we can say the Wilson team didn't duck no wreck, and we can say that Wilson team ducked a little wreck.
But here's the other thing. So Wilson this year was coming off an amazing year last year. Right? That HD year, they kind of
left. That was huge.
Right. But I think like expectations were high, and that's one of the reasons why they played this loaded schedule this year. Right? Because of what they did last year.
I will give the Wilson team that, though. The Wilson team played a better schedule. But that Wilson team was...
I'm going that Wilson team.
That Wilson team found it. I just think with the Wilson, the way that team different, they found the way. It was some games they shouldn't have won. That they found a way to win. And I'm not saying that Wilson didn't do that. And I saw a lot more of that.
No, they probably
that team lost to Ireton, though.
They probably tough kids.
Did they lose to Ireton that year?
They weren't defeated.
They were undefeated.
No, they
weren't. They lost to Ireton.
Ireton
played them tough.
They was 32-0.
They went to overtime.
Double overtime.
They went to double overtime with Bishop Ireton that year.
Yeah, like 32-0.
Ireton had no business being in that game. No business being in that game.
Like, they dogged that friendship team. That was a good friendship team that year. With Alani Moore and them.
Yeah.
Like, they won some games where you, the Wilson team looked the part. That HG team won some games when you went in the gym like they not winning.
They got two high major guys.
Let me ask you a question though.
Who wasn't?
Who the fuck that Wilson team play against?
Yeah.
Who that Wilson team played?
No, I was saying that the Wilson team played.
No. Who that Wilson team played?
They played Gonzaga. They played Friendship, two high ranked. Friendship had what 4 D1
guys. Got the kids from Montrose.
Alani Moore. They got the whole Montrose team. Yeah.
I'm just saying, well-rounded team that Wilson now. From 1 through 5. I ain't talking about 1 to 3 to 2. I'm talking about the start lineup. 1 through 5 lineup. Wilson, man.
They had more players. I'm not debating that. I'm just saying from what and like I said, I didn't see Wilson a lot this year. I saw a lot of that HD team, and when they went in the gym, it was some games you looked at them like they're not coming out of here to win it, and they didn't lose a motherfucking game. Now I will give them this though. They should have played in that national tournament.
Nah, why would they do that?
Why not?
Because they don't even have the roster.
In the joint up in New York.
You talking about the joint was over.
Why not play?
You're undefeated. You won the state title.
So what?
I mean, I just don't think they could fit in that tournament. I think they would.
I'm
I think they would get the shit right.
The better question why WCSC don't play.
That's
the better question.
You remember the year Coolidge?
You played O'Kill, right?
Of Georgetown.
I mean, I guess it would be great for them to play. I just think they would.
They play Finley Prep.
Yeah.
Fucking
Coolidge got their ass.
Corey Joseph
at Georgetown Prep. And
Avery Bradley.
it was just evident that they didn't belong.
Coolidge got their
Because
ass whipped.
fucking Finley Prep every weekend is playing Oak Hill, is playing Simeon, is playing this, playing that. And
So, but let me give you this right. So, not to have the nostalgia talk he was talking about, but when Spingarn and St. Anthony's went undefeated, and this is where the debate comes. In the '80s, they played everybody. They went out of town playing Ross Strickland, all them motherfuckers didn't lose a game. So when we had those kind of nostalgia conversations, like he was saying, that's sometimes where the disagreement come where you really can't compare those teams. Because that HD Wilson team will walk around like they were one of the best brothers that come through the city. You got their whole swag.
Then you go undefeated. That's how you feel.
But
you gotta feel like that,
right?
Man, in the words of Bill Parcells, man, you are what your schedule says you are.
You gotta feel that. You gotta feel like that.
Absolutely.
You go undefeated. You feel like fuck that. Can't nobody fuck with us. You supposed to feel like that. What the fuck? Shit.
No one's disagreeing with that. But when you go play against these teams that are playing top 10 teams in the country every single week, I mean, you're just on different levels. I mean, it would have been great for the DCIAA
and
for them to do that.
They did something that DC public schools ain't
done in 30 years.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough.
For sure.
So you go brain trust? Because my OG said he got to get home to wifey.
So I ain't got no motherfucking wife.
I heard otherwise.
Man, some Bryson.
Yeah. You ain't say that, OG? Yes. My man said he was been his. All right, go.
So the awards voting committee, myself, Marc, James, Arize, got Ron Bailey from I-95
My
Balls.
motherfucking man.
Yeah, right.
Jake Rosen from Jake in the Paint. Dave
Wait,
Dickinson.
you can't just skip over that. My man's name is Jake in the Paint. Give him some background on my man.
Jake in the Paint is like a
17-year-old,
17-year-old kid that goes to what? Wooten?
Nah, Churchill.
Go to Churchill.
Churchill.
You know,
PYB alumni.
He played?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Jay played. Jay played for Churchill.
He's a young little aspiring media member who does his thing.
No, he's a media. He's media. Don't disrespect my man.
All right, yeah.
It's my,
We got
it's my JR.
Dave Dickerson from Hoop Kids, Josh Morgan, Triple Threat Classic, Kyle McFadden from Maryland Sports Access, Cody,
Good dude,
Kobe Jacobino from Prep Hoops Maryland, and Troy Queen from Sports Majors of Baltimore.
Troy Green has been very helpful on the Baltimore. Him and Kobe, very helpful getting us the Baltimore. Because I know, the Baltimore people, they don't play. They'll come out here and tear Wilson up. We don't get the right people in the gym. So we make sure we got the right nominees from Baltimore.
You're right. So it's a pretty inclusive group.
March 12th. What time?
6:30 to 9
At Wilson.
at Wilson Auditorium.
Damn. All the way uptown.
That's right.
So it's a free event.
Free event. Anybody can attend. I don't want nobody going on AAU fans and some geeking shit like that, crying about who won and lost. You know
they
that
are.
goofy shit.
Hospitality room.
Outside. We got to shake his hand.
Not this year.
That's in the parking lot.
Right.
That's in the
The
parking
hospitality was on Wisconsin Avenue. Pick any of the stores you like. I'll be caught.
It's like,
Take one from everything.
The Whole Foods.
lot.
But I appreciate having
You're a
just
soldier,
having
big
us.
dog.
Like,
You're a
I'm gonna say
soldier.
that because it was a good conversation with everybody. Got a lot of important things off of everybody's chest, but it's important to have that because most of the younger guys will just or older guys talk behind your breath and won't really rap. So I appreciate the real rapping. Even though you stood up 100 motherfucking times like you were trying to swing on me or something.
No. The one thing about me, Reezy. No,
Young Glow.
That's not
Earth emoji.
But the real talk, I stand up to express myself because it was a great panel, great conversation, and all that. And we all going to debate. This is what shit's about. We're going to argue and talk some. If we don't argue, this nigga argue every day. We argue every day, but we don't do that. It's not even fucking acceptable. You know what I'm saying? The knowledge y'all came, I don't know these high school guys. So y'all came with him and was like, boom, but we always get high school hits like, man, who the baddest motherfucker, boom, boom. What's DMV Elite? What's this and that? Like, who the dude throwing these showcase? So for y'all to come on and share that with people, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. So it's nothing personal. At all. But at the same time, we gonna of course. We gonna it don't even matter with me.
I mean, to even get up here, all these guys, they have all face criticism.
Yeah, you
wouldn't even make it this far if you can't handle that.
Exactly.
As long as I can't say I haven't heard anything bad about you. Everybody
loves
not one word in 5 years.
Yeah.
I've never heard nothing.
You ain't been listening.
DMV Elite, a little different. Marcus Helton.
Yeah.
You like Hubie Brown, man.
Yeah, but
that's what's up, man.
But that's why it's like I don't want my message to be confused about. I feel like these guys should be millionaires off this basketball.
And you should Knight. He Hubie Brown, you should Knight.
I'm Birdman.
Oh, what the fuck is Weezy then?
Young Global.
Nah, but that's how I feel because I feel like I respect their hustle so much, and even in private conversations, I always tell them like I really respect. Like even him, he didn't even give enough credit to talking about like my man actually buys the uniform for PYBL. Those are his uniforms. Like not like you come with you like. My man is trying to do some great things out here for these kids. Like,
you gotta let the people know that.
Yeah, my man is official out here. Like, he's not out here pump faking like the rest of these dudes out here. Like,
that's what we do.
So you gotta respect that. Like, that's why I get mad because it's like these dudes are the dudes that we should be highlighting. These are when we talk about great dudes. I want their names to come first, second, and third. I can beat me 20, 30. I don't care. But I'm affiliating myself.
That's bullshit.
Why is bullshit?
You don't want to be 23rd or 20. You want to be.
I wouldn't care though.
Because you answered all their questions before we asked these motherfuckers this shit.
Like what?
A lot of shit like, tell them about this, tell them about this.
Yeah, because I want them to get their shine.
But let them talk. You don't know, they probably had that.
No, because they're nice, they're great guys.
Cool.
So they don't want to offend their political connects.
But
I don't have none.
And that's cool. At the same time,
you
ain't let them motherfuckers talk.
Why you keep saying that?
Because you kept saying, tell them about this, tell them about that.
And they told
My man right here, cool, calm, and collective. He like, okay.
They can say shit.
Every time you said something, he was like, I got it right here.
That's Barack right there.
You know what I'm saying? I got it right here.
Barack.
You know what I'm saying?
We got Barack on this motherfucker.
But it was
as long as you don't call me Trump, we're good.
Hey, before we wrap though,
right here. This old dirty bill.
Wait, before we wrap though, hey, my man has a trivia question he wants to ask you. I asked him the trivia question you asked in the car. Can we say it on camera?
Wait, what?
The trivia question you had in the car?
The trivia question?
Yeah, he said the question you had. Remember the question you asked me? You like, are you the only white person ever on this show?
It's funny. He going down in history. The first white motherfucker.
Number 2.
Hey,
Charlie Moe, number 1. Charlie Moe's number 1.
Whoa.
Suge White is number 1.
Hey, but real talking closing, man. Good guys come on and spit the high school knowledge. Shit that was meaningful to us. So now we can bring up some names. And we had high school coach on the show. We don't need these motherfuckers' names and players and shit. But y'all got everybody motherfucking name. And appreciate y'all dudes for coming on.
I appreciate y'all.
You know what I'm saying? And that event,
March 12th. 6:30 to 9 o'clock, Wilson High School Auditorium. Pull up. Don't do too much.
No thoughts.
My man's presenting an award.
VIP.
No thoughts.
My man.
Beautiful young ladies. No thoughts.
We don't thought shame on this side. We don't thought shame.
That's no hanging fruit.
It's all inclusive. We don't discriminate.
You bullshit.
We don't discriminate.
You on the wrong side. Yeah, you on the wrong side. Nah.
No blue.
We all good though, man. Shout out to everybody, man.
And shout out to my man Lamar Barrett. Introduced me to this good man right
Bird.
here.
No doubt.
Shout out to Malcolm and Ernesto. Introduced me to this good man right here. And Keith Williams introduced me to him.
Shout out to Key. Hey, call me.
Shout out to Key.
Call me, nigga. Nah, no bullshit. Ricky G, Charlie Moe, Arize.
And don't be texting my phone about who a good dude or not. I'm not a good dude. Don't
Key,
call my
16,
phone about
baby.
No.
16.
That's you, them.
No, I'm talking to you off this motherfucker here, motherfucker. We gonna talk. But no bullshit. Appreciate y'all homies, man. For coming on and kicking that high school knowledge.
Thanks for having me.
All love. And we be back next week, man. Peace out.